Good evening, Tiger sports fans. It's the Swanton Welding pregame show with your host, Scott Barrett.
Welcome. It's homecoming, week 5, Liberty Center, Swanton, here at Kip Kern Field, Rex Lindgren Stadium. Casey Moeller and I sit down at another version of On the 50 to preview the Swanton Bulldogs. And welcome to week 5 and another edition of On the 50 with Coach Moeller. And Coach, we'll get through it briefly, but the Archbold game was a little bit of a surprise and shock. You went to 4-0 in a game that we were all kind of geared up for given the last few years. I think the last 5 years you've shared the title, or both teams have won a championship, and this game got out of hand pretty early. Obviously, a young Archbold team, but you're reloaded. You lost a lot as well. Talk about the first half. That was a pretty dominating effort.
Well, we got off to a good start, but Archbold is young at a lot of positions, and I think that youth kind of showed for them. We're a pretty veteran club. We've got 40 juniors and seniors on our squad, and we have some depth. So I thought that helped us out. And again, the good start got us rolling, and we just kind of kept that momentum.
Talk about your quarterback play. We've been talking about it, and it's been coming and improving incrementally and matriculating down the development field. But to this week, you got a really nice effort out of both quarterbacks in particular. Grady Miller did some things that you've been looking for in the run game and made some throws he needed to make.
Yeah, he did a nice job kind of setting the tone early.
Yep.
I kind of got on him. He fumbled the snap, and picked it up and just continued on, followed the blocking, and then ended up scoring. So I said, you got to handle that snap. But at the same time, he was quick on his feet, picked it up, and did the rest. And then he had a nice long run again later on in the second quarter. So, he doesn't get a lot of running opportunities because we have a lot of other weapons. It's hard to
Wait, we have weapons? I didn't notice.
It's hard to get him the ball, but as he carries the ball more, he's going to get better and better at seeing blocking develop and things like that. And we're hoping that can be another element to our offense. And then he and Caden both threw the ball very well.
Yeah, certainly Caden is the guy. Caden's the guy that's got the arm and is more of a throw down the field guy. But again, you had to be pleased. I mean, we've all been waiting for. This is not a quarterback-centric offense anyways. People want to talk about it because I think that's what the media talks about as quarterbacks. You're talking about the entire organization, the entire system. All the complementary parts is what makes this team good.
Yeah, and we feel like what we're doing fits our personnel really well. We've got some tough, hard-nosed runners, and we got a big, strong offensive line. We like to get moving downhill, so they're doing a really good job, and everybody's kind of filling their role the way we want them to.
Was there any aspect of this game, other than the penalties again, it wasn't as bad as you've seen in the last couple of weeks? I know that you harp about it and talk about you can't be perfect, those things will happen, but I do know that you're pretty meticulous about penalties and making, not stalling drives and not getting yourself in a pinch on special teams. Talk about penalties, how you deal with that, and some of the things you focus on.
Well, penalties, they're never anything you want, but you kind of have to evaluate what was the penalty, when was it, things like that. There are sometimes you get an aggressive penalty that can be part of the game, and then there's some that if you're jumping off sides, and those are more discipline type things that you really don't want to deal with. But we try to use those as learning opportunities for our kids.
Talk a little bit about your special teams. It's been really good for now a pretty good stretch. Your field goal kicking, extra point kicking. You're punting, even though you've had some injuries there. And now JT Old Crew has emerged. Of course, we've always had Cam Colley, and you've got when Ethan Gray is healthy. You've got a lot of weapons in your special teams, but maybe talk specifically about JT Old Crew. I've been very impressed with JT.
Well, he's done a fantastic
really
job.
Has.
And I've said for the last couple of years, I think returning punts is the hardest thing to do in football. Matter of fact, I just heard one of the commentators in one of the NFL games say the same thing.
Yeah.
And when that ball's up in the air and you're the only one, there to catch it, and there's people bearing down on you, it's tough. But he's really stepped into that role and taken a lot of pride in making that kind of his thing. And with Cam back there and with him back there, we feel like we have two very dynamic returners that are very capable of making big plays. And the big thing is they're going to catch the ball when it's able to be caught and take a chance on it. And when they can do that, they're going to save us field position. And if they can get us even better field position, that's something else we really highly value. I know Coach Hefflinger wants us to get our walls and our blocking a little bit better on those, but that's coming, and we've got guys that are hungry on there, and on the kickoff return, it's the same thing. Those are looking real good if we can get opportunities. Hopefully, we don't have a lot of them because of not giving up points. But when we get those opportunities, those guys are making the most of it.
You know, Mark talks about it. We've heard a lot about it in the booth about your stickler on catching the ball. And you've talked about this for years, and I think it's a detail that a lot of people just kind of look over, like let's run the ball and throw the ball and play defense. But you really focus on those punt returns, those kickoff returns to catch the ball, secure the ball. Maybe drill down and talk to our audience about why that is such a big deal for you.
Well, especially on punts, in playing on turf, if a punt hits the ground on turf, there's not a lot of grass or anything that's going to stop it, and so you typically get about 15 to 20 yards of roll, depending on how it's punted, and that's field position. If you don't field the ball and you let it roll, you're losing 15 to 20 yards of field position potentially. Once in a while you get a favorable roll or something like that. So we really want to emphasize field the ball, don't let it roll. If that's the worst thing that happens is that we lose a couple yards, that's one thing. So it's a skill that these guys have to develop. Should I go and try to catch this ball or field this ball, or do I not? Because there's a fine line between being too risky and dropping the ball or touching it and not fielding it cleanly, because that ball bounces funny. So it's a big field position thing for us. And I think if you go back and look at our first couple games, our field position's been really good.
Yes, it has.
That's the defense getting a 3 and out set up by our kickoff coverage, pinning them down at the 20, and now they're punting, and we start our possessions at midfield a lot of times. And that's, you get one first down, now you're in 4-down territory, and it just puts a ton of pressure on an opposing defense and kind of gives your offense a little bit of breathing room.
This might be a bad question, so just cut it right off immediately. But Rex Lindgren was a bit of a riverboat gambler. We played for him both. He liked to fake punts.
Yeah.
That's just not something you do much of. Now, I'm not asking to reveal anything that you're going to be doing in future games, but you've been here now. This is your 8th season or 7th?
I think.
I'm thinking 8th, yeah. And I don't know that I recall a whole lot of tricks and coming out of the bag on the punt team. What's the story on the fakes?
Well, we've practiced a lot of fake punting, and kind of going into this year, I went back and evaluated. I'm like, we spent a lot of time practicing this stuff, and I don't really have the guts to do it in the game.
There you go. Now we have the
Rex
answer,
had a lot of
Coach.
courage. I don't quite have that courage. I guess I'm probably more of the old Jim Tressel philosophy. Let's punt the ball and play defense. Let's play field position, pin them back, and then that'll hopefully set us up with good field position. There have been a couple times where we've called a fake punt and it hasn't worked out. Matter of fact, in the state finals last year, we called for a fake punt and somebody didn't get the call, and then Max ended up punting. That's the one we pinned him down at the 1 yard line.
Right.
So, that was one where Max made a good decision to just kick the ball. But we have some fake punts in, but we're content to just let our defense help us out.
Well, no insult to Todd Spangler or to Keith Kern or to all those guys that kicked in previous generations. We could get some extra points done, but this special teams unit, since you've been here, and I'm not, again, we love Rex Lindgren, but that was not always the best unit. So you're right. You guys have an exceptional unit. You've got really good punters, Max Walker being exceptional. You've got very good kickoff people. And Ian Rosebrook, he's outstanding. And then Max, when he has to do it. I even think that you had to have a backup punter this week. And he had a couple of good punts. So it has really worked in field position, and I understand that. It seems like in our era, the special teams wasn't as precise as it's been.
Well, I think one of the things that's really benefited for us is our numbers. And if you watch when our special teams go on, we'll have 9 guys come on the field. And I think in years past, we haven't been able to do that. We didn't have the numbers and the depth to do that. And so we tell those kids, if you're not a starter and you're on special teams, this is your opportunity. And I think I counted last year, we averaged about 25 special teams plays per game. That's 25 plays these kids get to be on the field that in years past they might not have. So those guys take a lot of pride in it, and they're hungry and they want to be on it. And we've got guys asking, what can I do to get on special teams, because they know it's an opportunity for them.
It feels like scout teams and special teams for you are a very important part and cog in your practice plans and your game plans. And Not everybody thinks about it in that way. You certainly do because our special teams has been outstanding.
Well, I think, we put a lot of emphasis on that, and I try to talk it up as much as I can because to me, it's probably more important to me and the coaching staff than it is to the players. And, they don't see that as that's not the role they want, but that's a role that's critical for us. The better our special teams are and our scout teams are, the better we're going to be as a team. And, so we try to emphasize that and really play it up as much as we can.
I think it's been a big strength in your tenure. I know you pay a lot of attention to it, and I've had good special teams coaches, Paul Amstutz and now Brian Hefflinger, just done fantastic work. Injuries, you when you're in a game like this, you're trying to load management some of your first teamers and second teamers. You get a hold of Archbold early, but then we start suffering some injuries. Hunter Spangler went down. That was concerned. Looks like that may not be as serious as we once thought. Deegan Swigert could be a little bit more serious. Certainly Ethan Gray is not right now a functional player that you can stick in quite yet, trying to figure out what's going on there. And Clayton Seal has been on and off, a warrior, been battling through some knee issues. That's a lot of guys through 4 weeks and games that we've been in control of largely. Talk about how you look at injuries. I know that you're not a guy that just throws guys out there irresponsibly. You take care of these kids and really kind of force the training staff to get them on a track to get back healthy-wise. But talk about the injuries and where we're at today.
Well, every injury is a little bit different. Some are short-term, some are long-term. And you never quite get the answers you want when you want them. With Deegan and Hunter, we're still kind of waiting to see what exactly the injuries are, and that takes time. The severity, one looks a little better than the other, but maybe not. Who knows right now? But we'll manage those as we can, and you got to have a plan. What are we going to do? Where do we go from here? Some like Ethan Gray, we're trying to work back slowly, but we want to make sure that he's ready to go. We don't want to re-aggravate things. With Clayton Seal, it's the same thing. He's chomping at the bit to get out there. We're taking him extremely slow, out of precaution, make sure that he's ready to go and can help us. And he's getting back to healthy and taking a bigger role now, especially with Hunter going down and things like that. So, it's injuries are terrible and you don't want to deal with them, but now it's an opportunity for somebody else to step in and fill a role. But we talk a lot about taking care of your body and stuff like that. Our training staff does a good job of keeping us informed of what's going on and what people can do and things like that. So, you're one play away from getting on the field if you're a backup, and we talk about play every play like it's your last because you don't know what's going to happen from one play to the next.
We talked about that at home with Baxter Barrett. Season is over, and now he has to play a support role. Very difficult for kids when they're injured, want to be on the field and part of a championship caliber season. The depth, however, does serve you extremely well, and we may get into it later in this interview, but as we complete the interview, but we have 70 plus or minus kids on this roster and a lot of quality, not just a lot of bodies. Mm-hmm. And you look at that offensive line and the work that Nick Miller has done and Brad Howe and Todd Spangler getting guys ready to take those opportunities. And man, you've been able, Hunter Spangler goes from tackle to center, CeeLo comes back, fits back in, Tyler Lay now. What wonderful timing to get a senior back and very good offensive guard. You're getting great play by Stephen Brogan. Of course, the Goose is having an all-league type year. I mean, you have all-league players. You're working through injuries, a lot of versatility. That's got to be a lot of good coaching out of Nick Miller and that group.
Yeah, the assistant coaches do a great job, of getting, guys ready to go and developing. And, we're constantly looking at younger guys and seeing what their progress is and where they're making strides. And they may not realize it, but, these assistants are watching everything we do, from how do you work in the weight room, how do you condition, what you're doing on scout team.
Filming practice, meticulously breaking down practice film.
And we might be running a team offensive session, but we notice when you're giving our offensive line problems on scout team, or we notice when you're making plays on the scout team. And so that development helps. And we've got guys getting more reps now than what they were early in the season. And that's due to development and them catching on and just kind of maybe getting caught up, so to speak, a little bit. But, especially on the offensive line, they do a great job of developing guys and just repping everything we do and staying fundamentally sound.
You're 4-0 and you're really in control of your destiny in this league. And all we've spent time is talking about depth, special teams, and injuries. Where's all the cool parts? Like, oh my gosh, did you see Garrison score 3 touchdowns? And let's talk about a couple of those weapons. I mean, obviously your backfield's loaded. I know Thomas wasn't feeling the best this week. He, as you talked about, walking pneumonia, trying to work through those things, still playing. But you had incredible efforts by Garrison, Cruz, and certainly Waylon Rentz has been. I mean, what do you say about a guy that's 6'1", 215 pounds that can run away from you and run through you? You got some serious weapons on this in this backfield.
Yeah, and it's a good problem to have, trying to make sure they get their touches. And you look at Waylon, I think is kind of our bell cow, and he's had 2 games where he had 3 touches Friday night and 1 touch week 1, which is a good thing. But at the same time, he wants the ball and things like that. And with Garrison. We've got him at wing back, and I feel like we can get him the ball in a variety of ways in a variety of spots and take advantage of some mismatches. Especially if we can get him out on the perimeter against some defensive backs.
There you go.
He's going to be 30 to 40 pounds heavier and stronger than those guys, and then has the speed where he can.
And the height. He's got some height to him.
And, at 6'1", 6'2", he's 3-4 inches bigger than a lot of DBs. So if we want to throw the ball up to him, we feel like he can make plays. We can get it to him in space, and he's going to be a handful to bring down. And then we can hammer away with Waylon, inside. We can get the ball to Thomas on dive plays and on some trap plays on the perimeter. And we feel like we can attack the field in a lot of different ways. And it's been a big benefit to us so far. And now with, quarterbacks getting better and emerging in the play action game and in the run game, hopefully that makes our offense better.
No, it certainly felt like your guard play and Thomas's dive and the play calling against Napoleon in the second half was a massive switch from that first half. Just a complete football team right now, 4-0 Liberty Center, heading into homecoming week against Swanton, a team that's struggling. A young team, not a lot of numbers. They may or may not win a football game this season. Homecoming. It's an event. I know you over the years you talk about focus and distraction, and let's get the business done, and then we can have some fun. You approach a team like this, you obviously you're dramatically advantaged over a Swanton. Talk about approach to a game like this with a big event on Saturday.
Well, our big focus is we got to take care of ourselves. We're not preparing to beat Swanton. We're preparing to beat the best teams in Ohio, and that's the approach we're taking. And we feel like if we can do that, we can beat Swanton this week. So we're really getting back to fundamentals, making sure we're doing things right. We're halfway point in the season, and it gets a little monotonous, so we're changing practice up a little bit to break up that monotony, but at the same time, working to stay fresh. We want to go into the second half of the season, fresh and as healthy as we can be. And stay focused on what our job is, but at the same time, I understand it's homecoming. And to me, homecoming is football. You go back and look at the history of homecoming, it started at a football game. Mm-hmm. And typically most schools have homecoming football and things like that. So I want these kids to have fun because that's what this is all about. This is their high school years. It's 4 short years, and you want them to have great memories and have fun with their friends. And, part of that fun is winning football games, so we want to take care of that as well.
Now, I wanted to complete the interview. We might go a minute or two over our usual 18 minutes because I wanted to get your perspective briefly, and we'll keep it brief. Obviously, it's game week, and it's something you're focused on, and you got to get back to class. But I was in the booth on Friday, and I witnessed or recognized Wasion, Swanton, and Brian were all 0-3 going into that game. In the history of I've been around Northwest Ohio, you as well. Spoke to your dad yesterday about his knee, and we talked about it. Talked to a lot of people about it. Those are 3 powerhouse traditional programs that are original members of the NWAL, plus or minus when we entered the league a long time ago. How do you explain where football is at today? Some of the, we're blowing teams out right now because we're in good shape, but this seems to be, we're struggling right now in the sport in terms of being competitive programs across the landscape in Northwest Ohio. Maybe a word on that. What are you seeing?
Well, I think
Brian doesn't have a JV team. I mean, It's just a lot of this stuff that people aren't even seeing.
We have very few schools in our league with freshman teams. We have 2 schools that cancel their JV seasons. I think, to me, football in Northwest Ohio is kind of indicative of society. We got better things or easier things we can be doing. Playing football is hard.
Yep.
It's a huge commitment. It takes a lot of time and energy, and there's no guarantee of success. And I think that a lot of kids don't like that. and so teams struggle to get their numbers out, which is unfortunate because I think football is the greatest sport in the world. And you don't remember a lot of the plays in a football game, but it's being in the locker room with your friends, working with your friends, practicing with your friends, and just being around each other. There's really nothing like it. But we in society we've kind of tried to make things as easy as we can for kids, I think, and maybe there's not a lot of encouragement at home for kids to play football, and it's hard. And a lot of times kids don't like hard work. I think we've got great kids that want to work hard. I think once you get down there and you do it and you taste a little bit of success, you just crave it. And I think you're going to see that at Delta with Mike Vickers there as they're having success and they're going to get more kids out. And so hopefully we kind of trend back up that way in this part of the state. 20 years ago, this was a powerhouse in the state of Ohio for football. And I think we've kind of fallen off a little bit. And you see the emergence of the 8-man game in this area, which is indicative of the declining numbers. So hopefully we can turn that around, but I think that's kind of where we're at.
Certainly Liberty Center not having any problem with numbers. Their middle school programs, your junior high programs, your JV, it's fully stocked and ready to roll. Liberty Center 4-0 heading into homecoming this week against the Swanton Bulldogs. Coach, good luck, and hopefully we get a W.
Thank you.
Clear.
What's that, Mark?
sun's whitening out. Like, you can see it. It's the sky that's whitening it out, but if you change shutters, Cole, are we live on my camera?
We are not.
Okay, just make sure you let me know when you're on.
Will do.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are pleased to welcome you to a proud tradition at Liberty Center High School,
Okay,
the annual
that'll give me an
homecoming
idea.
festivities. My name is Maddie Bailey, and it is my pleasure to welcome all of you as we proudly present our 2024 homecoming court.
Does that look better?
It's still pretty dark, but it's the best that we're going to get right now, so I'm going to switch to you if that's all right.
Okay, go ahead.
You're live.
And then we're going to go right on the other side of this gate right there.
We begin tonight by welcoming to the field our freshman attendant, Lainey Hammondtree. She is representing the class of 2028. Escorting Lainey tonight is Cole Spangler. Her car was donated by Kenzie Kern and is being driven by her brother, Aiden Hammondtree. Ladies and gentlemen, the freshman attendant, Lainey Hammondtree. Representing the sophomore class is Chloe Moeller.
No, let's just say it's spring.
Chloe will be escorted tonight by Garrison Cruz. Chloe's car is donated and driven by her uncle, Chris Zacharias. Let's have a round of applause for the class of 2027 representative, the sophomore attendant, Miss Chloe Moeller. Next, we welcome the young lady who represents the class of 2026. Our junior attendant is Miss Emma Talent. Emma is being escorted by Mason Smith. Tonight, Emma's car is donated by Kyle Kern and is being driven by her brother, Aiden Talent. Ladies and gentlemen, our junior attendant, Miss Emma Talent. The senior class is proudly represented by Addison Zintek. Addie will be escorted tonight by Will Fitzenreiter. Addie is riding in a car donated by Kyle Kern and it is being driven by Evan Hograve. The class of 2024 senior representative, Addie Zintek. At this time, we ask that you please rise as we proudly welcome to the stadium our 2024 homecoming queen, Miss Elizabeth Zider. Escorting Libby tonight is Grady Miller. Libby's car was donated by Kyle Kern and is being driven by Eliza Zimmerman. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming again our 2024 homecoming queen, Libby Zider. Joining Lila tonight are our honorary ball boy and crown bearer. The ball boy is Rhett Peters, a preschooler here at LC. He is the son of Richie and Ashley Peters, and his favorite Tiger football player is Grady Miller. The crown bearer is Eva Bonner, who is in kindergarten here at Liberty Center. She is the daughter of Shay and Craig Bonner, and her favorite Tiger football player is Grady Miller. Thank you for all of your help tonight, Rhett and Eva.
Yes. So I can't rotate the whole thing. I got the cable.
Yeah, just watch the cords.
Yep.
Is a freshman class attendant and is the proud daughter of Tina and Seth Haymantree. She is a sister to Riley and Seth Miller and Aiden and Noah Haymantree. Lainey is involved in soccer and softball. She also plans to be a member of the show choir and is a member of the student council. Her future plan includes attending college to study to be an architect or an interior designer. Our freshman class attendant, Miss Lainey Haymantree. The class of 2027 is represented by sophomore attendant Miss Chloe Muller. Chloe is the daughter of Tiffany and Rob Muller and is sister to Lexi and Haley. Chloe is actively involved in volleyball, basketball, and track and field. In her future, Chloe plans to attend a college with an undecided career path at this time. Our sophomore attendant, Miss Chloe Muller. Is represented by Miss Emma Talent. Emma is the daughter of Paul and Amanda Talent, and she is the sister to Maddie, Aiden, Kennedy, Macy, and Caius. Emma is a 3-year member of the soccer team and is also a member of 4-H, where she spends more time working with her pig. Emma's future plans will include attending college to get her degree in early childhood education or becoming an entrepreneur in interior design. The junior class attendant, Miss Emma Talent. The class of 2025 is represented by senior Addison Zintek. Addie is the loving daughter of Peg and Ben Zintek. Addie is involved in volleyball, basketball, and softball. She is also a member of National Honor Society. Once Addie leaves Liberty Center, she plans to attend college with an end goal of becoming an orthodontist. Please give a round of applause to our senior attendant, Miss Addie Zintek. Making her way down the field at this time is Libby Zeider. Libby is the daughter of Sarah and Norm Zeider and is the sister to Meredith and Zane. Libby is a member of the cheer, volleyball, and track and field team. She is also a member of the National Honor Society and FFA. Libby's future and plans include attending college to pursue a career in either nursing or pharmaceutical sales. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 homecoming queen, Miss Libby Zeider. Joining the court on the field at this time is our 2023 Queen, Miss Lila Kruger. Lila is currently attending Northwest State and studying nursing. Welcome back, Lila. At this time, Lila will crown our new queen, making of Libby our 2024 homecoming queen. Joining Lila is crown bearer Eva Bonner. At this time, we welcome our new queen to the microphone to give her speech.
Good evening, and welcome to the finest facility, school, and football team in Ohio. I'm extremely grateful and humbled to be standing here as this year's 2024 homecoming queen. I would like to thank Kyle Kern for the use of his car, my teachers and Liberty Center staff, my escort, Grady Miller, my ball boy, Rhett Peters, and crown girl, Eva Bear, both my amazing volleyball and cheer team, and all the rest of the fall sports, my court full of the kindest people I know, including my best friend Addie, all of my classmates, my family, and of course, my school and community. When I was talking to my dad about what to write in this speech, he asked me one simple question, and it was, what do you love about Liberty Center? In my head, I'm thinking, I'll have everyone here all night. But after some brainstorming, I came up with 3 main things I love about this town and community. I love the passion. I see passion every Friday night when I get to the game at 5, and there's already a fan of lines into the parking lot waiting to get in. I see it when I'm driving to school in the morning, and there's Tiger Nation signs in almost the yard of every house I pass. I saw it after the football team got state runner-up, and the upcoming seniors were already in the weight room the next Monday. I could see passion after the death of Kent Speed, when the community was there comforting his family and those closest to him. I can see it on summer nights, when all the way from my backyard, I can hear the band practicing. The next thing I love about Liberty Center is the people and the love they have for one another. Local businesses continue to donate year in and year out for these kids and the amazing facilities we have. Time and time again, I've seen love demonstrated when in time of distress, the community comes alongside those in need. Not just coming alongside one another, but embracing each other's different talents, gifts, and roles. In this town, love is not just a feeling, but an action. I've been shown the greatest love from my Father in heaven. Romans 5:8 says, God shows his love for us, that while we were still sinners, Christ yet died for us. The love that God has shown me and all of you is a love that saves. The third thing I love about this community is its tradition. Growing up in Liberty, I noticed all these traditions, but it wasn't until I was older that I realized truly how special they are. I think about the first game and the raising of the American flag. I remember as a kid getting chills when the fight song would play and all the football players would run out of the tunnel. I'm thankful to say that rush still hasn't gone away. Even this weekend, all the traditions we know and love, like the pep assembly, the band doing head choppers, and the dance. And finally, when I asked Coach Mueller about LC tradition, he said, LC tradition is about winning. So in honor of this tradition, former players, former coaches, band members, cheerleaders, students, and the proudest alumni and fans. Let's go win it all. Go Tigers and beat Bulldogs.
We once again welcome our honorary ball boy, Rhett Peters, to the field as he will now present escort Grady Miller with the game ball. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Liberty Center Student Council and the entire student body, it is my honor to officially present and congratulate the 2024 Liberty Center Homecoming Court. Congratulations. This concludes the pregame homecoming ceremony. My name is Maddie Bailey, and I want to thank you for being a part of the rich tradition of homecoming here at Liberty Center. And as always, go Tigers, beat the Bulldogs.
That was definitely, I did it. That was
We done?
That was amazing. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Disconnect that big thing.
Liberty Center local schools have a rich tradition in academics, athletics, and the arts. To honor our students, past and present, please rise for the performance of our alma mater, Dear Liberty, conducted by our band director, Mr. Lynn Levin. We live in a country with freedoms like no other. To honor our great nation, please remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hats and please sing along as the Liberty Center High School Choir, conducted by Mrs. Chelsea Kester, sings our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Yes, that was me.
Friday Night Lights here from Rexlinger Stadium, Kip Kern Field. It's varsity football. The Swanton Bulldogs come to town to take on our undefeated Liberty Center Tigers. And Spike Whitman, you can take this because I've got no voice today. So
no.
You got it, buddy.
Boy, what a break for us. Captain's quiet. All right, what a great evening here, and what a terrific way to start it off, but with the choir singing the national anthem. I just love that melody, just the sound of it. I mean, that is so pure. It is so good, and it's high school football. There's no bells and whistles. There's no free agents. There's no nothing. This is just the way it's supposed to be. Liberty Center comes in at 4-0, Swanton 0-4. Now, all you listening in have followed us for years, and you know what the teams have been the last few years here at Liberty. And wait a minute, here they come, those swashbuckling men in black, in orange and black, the Liberty Center Tigers. I love that. Boy, and they look great tonight with the black tops and the orange pants. Swanton with an all-white uniform with purple trim, of course. Anyway, back to the point. Swanton comes in here that, this team, they battle. They're young. They don't have a lot of numbers, the whole 9 yards. Yep. And they've only averaged one win a season the last 6 or 7 years. But the way it is in high school, right now, Liberty Center fans, I'm telling you, enjoy this team this year. Enjoy it. Next year we should be really good. I won't look beyond that. But not everything is all peaches and cream and wine and roses. Swanton, in the 4 years between 2014 and 17, averaged 8 wins a season, and 1 year in 2015 they tied for the league championship. So nothing can ever be taken for granted. Yep. Nothing can ever be thinking that, boy, we're in this. We've been good for a while. The Liberty Soap program, one of the best in the state. But it doesn't always last. You got to love it right now, tonight, right here. Jigs, good to have you back again, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Spike, that's a great point. As fans at home, it's easy to take for granted the excellent football that we've seen here at Liberty Center over the last probably 5 to 6 years, but don't take it for granted because it can turn at any time. Now, there is a lot of talent coming in these younger ages in the freshman class, sophomore class, the junior class, and even into the junior high, but that can change quickly. So let's enjoy this ride while we can, and these deep playoff runs while we can.
Yeah, that's for sure. Live right now in the present. The good Lord says don't worry about tomorrow because it's not here yet.
That's
and you
right.
can't handle it anyway.
That's right.
All right, sports fans, here we go. Just about ready for kickoff. Swanton won the toss. They deferred. They're going to come in here and they're going to battle. I know Liberty Center's a prohibitive favorite and everything.
And they got a couple athletes here, Spike, that do have the ability to get loose and break some things open here on offense.
Yeah, Wasion last week pulled away to win fairly big, but it was a tight game for a long time.
Was.
All right, kickoff taken right there at the 10-yard line.
Big
Return
hole.
Straight ahead. A lot of running room there. Slips past one, kicks to the outside, heading down the sidelines.
That's
and then
an opener there.
Get him now. It's a Liberty Center Tiger touchdown. 90-yard kickoff return.
Wow, Spike, what a statement here to open this thing up. We have not seen Cam get loose thus far this year, but man, oh man, you give that guy a little bit of crack, a little bit of seam.
Colley.
Great blocking, and Cam took it to the house. Nobody touched him. Bye-bye.
Kickoff returns. Cam Colley had 2 kickoff returns this year for 50 yards each, and this time he made it more, adding 90 onto the score. What an explosive return man. Now that's 3 kickoff returns this year for 192 yards.
Yeah.
That's an average of 65 yards.
That's pretty impressive, and we've seen that from Cam here the last couple of years on punt returns, on his interception returns and the kickoff returns, is his ability to move in space, find a hole, and when he hits it, he's got some speed, and he can take it to the house any time, and he did it that time, Spike.
The biggest trademark of all time may be the Tigers' offensive line. And this goes back to the days of, I'll always mention the Kipper, because this is Kip Kern Field, one of the fathers of Liberty football. But into the 30s, the 20s, everything, it has always been built around the offensive line, and we saw it there on the kickoff, not the offensive line per se, but these guys have to get upfield, block, screen off. They have to use the skills that have made the Tigers famous.
Yeah, that was a huge, huge gap there for Cam. He doesn't need much space. He had plenty of space on that one there.
All right, kicking off is Rosebrook. Line drive spinner. That's going to hit at the 10-yard line. Picked up at the 9. Return.
Oh, Tyler Lay.
Hit right away, and you say Tyler Lay.
That's Tyler Lay right there, laying the wood. That guy is a headhunter, isn't he, on these kickoffs as a linebacker.
Lay had 6 tackles in his only game so far. So what does he do? Boom! Blows him up on the first you might say defensive play.
And he brings a load when he comes too, Spike. He really brings it. He's got a low stature. He catches you right underneath the face mask. And, man, that guy, when he hits you, you feel it.
All right, we got Zeider on one defensive end. We got Cifuentes in the middle. Out of the gun. Gives off the right side and hits the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped right there. Maybe a yard loss on the play. The Tiger defense holding tough.
Waylon Rentz, Garrison Cruz, and Cifuentes on the tackle there, Spike. Swanton, watching some of their film, they really want to try to run the football. They have struggled here so far this year, just getting a push on the line of scrimmage. They got a running back.
Let's get that defensive end set on the right side. All right, out of the gun again. They try to draw Liberty Center off. Good job by Swanton to hold their positions. Swanton going to use a little clock here. They show trip receivers to that far side. Long count. Now they dump it out short. That's dropped in the backfield. Tackled right away. Wow, that was Garrison Cruz that came pile driving in there, blowing him out.
That's a big hit. I'll get back to my point, Spike. Number 4, Jaden Wilson was the quarterback here the last couple weeks. They got number 6 lined up here. They use their main running back, Drake Harris. Looks like they have him taking snaps. Maybe going to use him as more of a wildcat type of quarterback here tonight. Try to focus on the run. They got number 4, Jaden Wilson, in the slot.
All right, Kellen Weimer in there now as that defensive tackle on the far side. It was Kern in there before. He's seen a lot of good playing time. Now in trouble. Sacked in the backfield. Saccarino.
Yeah, that was just a race to the quarterback, Kellen Weimer, Xander Zeider, and I think Waylon Rentz there as well. And that has been the problem thus far for Swanton. It's just the inability to really block for an extended period of time, whether running or passing the football. And you saw there was not a lot of resistance for Liberty Center defense.
Lucas Navarre in the middle here. Now they stop him. Here's the punt, a floater. That's going to be taken right at the 50-yard line. Return to the left hash. Kicked outside of one block, but pulled down from behind is Colley at the 40-yard line. So a return of 11 yards, and the Tigers in position around the 40. Offensive line for Liberty Center. We've got Weimer at the left tackle, Giesecke on the tackle on the right. Cifuentes, guard on the right side. Now motion coming this way. They'll give it to the motion man around the left side. That's Muller following the block. Kicks it around through there. Takes on 2 tacklers and bars his way down to the 20-yard line. That'll be a gain of 19 yards and a Tiger first down.
Really nice run there by Thomas Muller. Big hole for him. Nice little cutback. Followed his blockers. And good solid run there on first down. I expect to see a big push here by the Liberty Center offensive line all night.
All right, Cruz lines up, spread out wide to this side, a wide out to the far side. Moeller in motion. They're going to fake it. Over the middle. It's Hammondtree. Caught at the 10. Down to the 5 and into the end zone. It's a Liberty Center Tiger touchdown. What a great toss. A little play action trickery. And Miller passes into the end zone. Hammondtree scores. Tigers go on top with 2.5 minutes gone, 13-0.
Yeah, Spike, a little pop pass there. That's just basically that tight end goes right up the middle. You fake the dive, fake the run play, just pop pass right to Noah Hammondtree. Linebacker didn't stay with him. Touchdown. That's Noah's second touchdown here in the last couple weeks.
All right, Fitzenreiter, the snapper, the holder, Kreinbrink, all that's good. The kick by Ian Rosebrock right down the heart of the plate. 14-0, Liberty Center on top. And for for Rosebrook, he is now 20 out of 21 on extra points. And, by the way, 3 out of 3 in field goal attempts. That young man has been stepping up to the plate.
He is just about automatic for you from the kicker position. And Ian Rosebrook's done a nice job this year. Spike, going back to the passing game here, we've not seen it a lot here the last couple of weeks, but it's been pretty efficient. Last week, I believe we had 2 touchdowns in the air. Very efficient week for Grady Miller and Caden Kreinbrink. And first pass there, Grady wide open tight end, hit him in stride for the touchdown. It's good to see some confidence there from the quarterback position. Grady, very capable thrower. And it showed right there.
And Liberty's passing offense is not necessarily geared to be a dink and dunk 5 yards at a time. We can run the football and get more than that.
Yep.
Our yards per catch are astounding.
Yes.
We'll get to those next time we go on offense. All right, here's the kick. High floater end over end. That's going to hit at the 5-yard line and bounce into the end zone.
Tyler Lay just sent another guy. I'm telling you, if you got nothing to do on kickoff, just watch number 51. If he's not making the tackle, he's sending somebody 15 yards. He just launched a kid that's trying to block it.
Caterwauling head over heels?
Tyler Lay, it's like he's must-see TV on the kickoff. I'm telling you, number 51. The fans not here. You can't tell. We got a little rainbow in the over the scoreboard here. It's got a nice little look.
Our linebackers, 63, Steve Grogan, 19, Waylon Rentz, and number 30, Gary Cruz. Oh, and we've got snipers, and we've got defensive backs, and we've got hooligans and ruffians and bank robbers and everything else. All right. So, Swanton lines up with an empty backfield, 5 wideouts. Holding off good. Time to throw.
Good
got
ball.
a man out there just over his head at the 50. That was dangerous. Wow, got behind the Tigers, and that would have been a 80-yard TD, but it was just not quite catchable.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there on the breakdown, Spike. Caden Bryan, number 5, you'll see him out of the backfield some as a tight end. He come wide open, couldn't quite connect. That would have been 6 right there.
Yeah. Well, and that's why we need to be challenged like that now.
Yep.
You learn from it. You see it in films. You realize, oh, yeah, doggone it. We got to clean this up. Okay, now 2nd and 10 from the 20. Handoff up inside and a quick plunge forward. Maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage. But the penetration by the defense, holy moly. Let's see. The Diesel, Cifuentes,
he's
went
getting up a
boring
little slow.
in there.
Yeah, Garrison
He
Cruz,
seems
I
to
believe.
be all right. Now we're
that tackle.
we're going to get him out of there, give him a little rest. The Goose in there now to take his place. Cifuentes trots off. He seems to be okay. Temporarily hip, a hip in the giddy up. All right, they try to draw Liberty Center off. The Tigers hold. The defensive backs and linebackers kind of jump. Now Bartels comes over to this side on a switch to stack up the D. They look over here, nothing there. Now a scramble. Kicks out across to the 25 and up ahead to the 26-yard line. So on 3rd down, Swanton picks up 6. But that'll bring up 4th down, and we'll call it 3 to go.
Yeah, good pursuit there by Stephen Brogan. Spike, number 6. Yeah, Number 6, Drake Harris, he is their most capable runner. He actually runs very hard, doesn't get a lot of daylight because of the lack of blocking at times, but he's a hard runner. Great open field tackle there by Stephen Brogan.
Steve Brogan he's the heart and soul of that Tiger defense.
He's
the quote mean middle linebacker, the guy most glorified in the last 100 years of football is the guy that holds the tone.
Big
wow,
kick.
Long, spiraling, booming punt. Wow, that's picked up all the way back at the 20-yard line by Okru. Okru breaks one tackle, spins out of that. Now spins past another one and dives his way forward up to the 29-yard line. A scintillating little return there. I mean, it wasn't for 80 yards, but that was deep dunk and spin and twist like a whirling dervish.
Yeah, it was a big kick there. Almost out-kicked the return blocking there. JT was able to pick it up, get some positive yards on his own there.
Let's see. That was, we'll call it 30, 40, 50, about a 55-yard punt, maybe, with that good bounce. All right, Tigers show a single setback. Little play action. Got a man out there. Cruz caught it to 40. Cruz down the sideline.
He might
Great
just
block.
outrun him here.
There
he goes.
They're not going to get him. There goes Gary Cruz right down the sideline into the glory land, into pay dirt. It's a Liberty Center Tiger touchdown.
Man, oh man. Spike, how many times this year have we seen simple passes or a simple sweep with Garrison Cruz and his ability to just outrun the defense? We saw it again there, Garrison Cruz.
Who was the blocker? I did not get his number, but one of the wideouts.
Might have been Garber. I think it was Blake on the outside there, I believe.
That could well have been, but Gary kind of took a gear off and let that block hold, and then he kind of went a little weave to the outside and then brought it right back inside, and that cemented the 80-yard touchdown play. Wow.
I think we're going to see that again here after this
yeah.
here, Spike. We'll see who that blocker was.
All right. Kick is up, and it is good. 7.5 minutes to go, and the Tigers have already very impressively
We're going to see that one again here, Spike.
Long burst for 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, just not a lot of resistance out there. The safety tried taking an angle on Gary, and it wasn't enough. Blake Garber with a pancake block on the outside.
Okay.
Great block by Blake Garber.
Wow, that's good stuff.
You know, that's the selflessness that we see on this team as well. The blocking on the outside, these guys are trying to get that extra block for their fellow teammate to get the touchdown on a play like that. Blake Garber, it doesn't show up in the stat book. He's not getting a lot of celebration, but man, oh man, that was the block right there that scored that touchdown for Garrison Cruz.
It was just executed so superiorly, if that's a word. I mean, it's just good stuff. Didn't hold, didn't get himself into any trouble. And here's Liberty Center coming out, and they're throwing the football.
Yep.
It is showcase time, everybody. The Tigers want that out there on films. They want people to know that we can throw the football.
Yep.
Obviously, Jigs, why is that the reason? Why do we want people to know we can throw?
Well, you got to scheme against it. That's the key.
All right, little pooch down there to the 25, bounces backwards,
Isaac
slowed
Orth.
down on a great dive by, I believe that's
Great
Orth.
job. Look at that
the
pursuit.
Tigers slow, bang, and bound him underway back at 10-yard line.
Man, that's great. Tyler Roars, I believe, was the first one there. Spike kind of spun him around. Then Isaac Orth and Blake Garber, I think, to clean him up there. Love that pursuit on that kickoff team.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'll answer my own question here, not to put you on the spot there, but of course we want to show the pass.
Yeah.
We want people to know we can do it. They've got to consider that when they first know that they stop Liberty Center's run first and foremost. If they know that we've got that option, that's going to leave a linebacker or a gunner. You know, they've got to think twice about where they go. Yep. Now they give up inside and slowed down and finally brought down by Gary Cruz.
Gary's all over the place so far on defense. He's had a lot of tackles so far. Very active in the backfield. Big loss there. Garrison Cruz.
Ronazak checks into the lineup. Brogan will come out. So the Tigers will continue to run
fresh people in there. Kern will line up over the center on the defensive line. Big wide out. They're going to give
Waylon Rentz, that's a fumble.
Fumble, ball loose.
I think Liberty's on it.
It looks like Liberty Center going to recover it there inside the 15-yard line.
Grady Miller, I believe, jumped on that. That's Waylon Rentz again, Spike. Penetration into the backfield, big blow up, caused the fumble. Grady Miller got on.
Yeah, and the penetration tonight, I mean, that has been a Liberty Center staple, forever. And right now, it's really manifesting its ugliness
yes,
to
it
the
is.
utmost degree.
Not a lot of plays working for Swanton so far.
All right. Let's see here. Garber spread out wide to this side, motion this way. They're going to give it to the single back. Breaks one, spins
that's
off
a horse.
Driving.
Look at that
run.
run.
That's into the end zone.
Wow.
That's a man's run. That's a man's touchdown. That's a Kip Kern touchdown. That's a Liberty Center Tiger touchdown.
Jeez, man, Spike, I tell you, we talk about Waylon every week, but that is a guy you don't want to meet in the hole because he will he rarely goes down with one man. His ability to break tackles and run through contact is very impressive. Waylon Rentz, big-time run, touchdown.
Wow, that just no quit. All right, Tigers line up again. Kick is up, and it is good. 4 out of 4 for Rosebrook and his crew. 28-0, 6.5 left here in the first period. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Spike, this reminds me, my junior year, we went over to Swanton, and I think we had a interception return for a touchdown, punt return for a touchdown,
wow,
and I believe a kickoff return for a touchdown. It was 21-0 before we ran an offensive play. First offensive play, I got the call in wrong. I thought it was a pass, called a pass. First offensive play touchdown. It was 28-0. In the first quarter, very similar to what we're seeing tonight. I feel like I got flashbacks my junior year over at Swanton.
When you quarterbacked, you probably averaged about 25 tosses a game, didn't you?
I don't know about that many.
Maybe 5.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Special team unit out there. Caden Sonnenberg lined up to the far side, and Garber, the wide guy over here, ortho wide guy on this side. Low line drive pooch. That's going to be picked up at the 25. Return straight
Good
ahead.
Hit there. Got to wrap him.
Wrapped up, got away from him, takes him on, and the Swanton Bulldogs with their best field position up across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, number 5, Caden Bryan from Swanton. He's a competitor. Watching him on film, he's a pretty good defender. He makes a lot of tackles and is a tough running kid on offense as well. Nice little return there for Swanton.
All right, Max Walker in there at a linebacker along with Steve Brogan.
Caden Sonnenberg at the sniper.
Zeider at defensive end. I believe it's Kern, the other defensive end. Out of the gun. Looks, tosses it over to
another
the sideline.
pass here. He's got him.
Got him wide open. Ooh. Caught at the 30, and he falls down.
Holy cow.
Oh, my. He had real estate from here to Otsego.
My.
In defiance.
Swanton's given us a couple plays here where we have broke down on defense, Spike. They missed the touchdown a little bit earlier in there. I'm not sure that was corner or sniper that should have stayed home on that, but boy, that thing was wide open.
That's a great learning material, and obviously you want Liberty to play to perfection, but you learn perfection from getting your butt kicked. All right, now they'll see what we can do there. Uh-oh. Well, obviously the wideout on this side missed the call, and so it'll be a 5-yard walk-off against the Bulldogs.
JTO crew coming in for Grady Miller and Stephen Brogan coming off now.
Yeah, Xander's been in there about the whole way.
Yeah, it's good to see
him
yes, it is.
Healed up.
Yep. He's a big-time impact player for this team and certainly need him.
All right, 5 wideouts again. No protectors with the quarterback out of the gun. 2-step drop. Looks, throws for the home run ball. And out there into his hands. Couldn't hang on as he was up in the air. Challenged by Sonnenberg. Difficult catch. Couldn't pull it in. And it'll bring up 3rd down now and 15.
Yeah, a really nice play there. Caden Sonnenberg played through the hands of the receiver. He wasn't able to turn his head, but saw the hands, played through the hands, was able to knock that one down.
Yeah,
he's been pretty impressive in the last couple weeks. Last week he had a really nice play, too, on the ball against the pass.
That very thing you described. Maybe he doesn't see the ball, but he's got his hands. He can work his hands in between theirs. They work on that and practice a lot. All right, now rolling right. Has time, dumps it out there. Really tight, tough defense by Cruz there at the 25-yard line. Didn't allow that pass to be caught with the same type of skills.
Yep.
You know, get a hand in there, get anything. But the Liberty DBs, this is something they really take to heart in practice, how they work with what you just described. You may not even be able to see the ball, but you can tell when he's ready to catch it. And all you got to do is jab arms in there.
Yep.
All right, 3rd and 15 for the Bulldogs from the Liberty 29-yard line. 4 wideouts to this side here. That counts the tight end. Straight drop, has time, now has to scramble. Tigers putting it on.
Nice play.
He dumps it out there, gets it out of bounds. That was legal. But what great pass rush. Let's see. Kyler Kern.
Yeah, that was a great job.
He's been an unsung hero this year.
Yeah, he
has played rock solid, steady. He has been a guy the Tigers decided he has climbed the pole far enough. He's up the ladder. He deserves playing time, and he's done a super job.
Yeah, it was a great job to keep his leverage there. Number 6 wanted to get outside, get out of the pocket. He kept his leverage, was able to chase him out there.
Exactly.
And eliminate that gain.
All right, from the 29-yard line, it'll be a 46-yard
This is deep.
attempt. The kick on the way. It is straight but short. Never got any height on it. But for the Bulldogs, 15 yards to go. Why not? Can't say as I blame them.
Yeah. Give Liberty a little bit of pretty good field position here as well on that miss. Caden Kreinbrink coming back on here at quarterback.
Clayton Seal running the center duties tonight. That's been his job, but he was battling some earlier injuries. He's back in fine fashion. And in there, Spangler out for a few weeks. All right, so Kreinbrink back in shotgun. We got a wing right set with a single setback. Now motion coming back to the middle of the field. Cruz sets. Now drops, throws. And caught over there. And what a grab across the 40. That's going to be 11 yards and a Tiger first down.
Yeah, nice little route there. Blake Garber on a quick slant, and Kreinbrink put it right on the money. He's got a hose. He's got a really nice arm. That was a good throw there. Caden Kreinbrink. Good catch, Blake Garber.
You know, I kind of like this. I myself prefer the running offense, the wing tee, but I love to see Liberty throw the football with some success.
Got to work it in. You got to have it when you need it.
That's right. All right, single setback, motion with Cruz. Cruz going to take the handoff around the right side. Breaks one tackle, but hit like a wow! What a great Swanton tackle there. I believe that was.
That's at number 5 again, Spike. That Caden Bryant.
Yeah, wow.
I've seen. Yeah, he had a couple hits on films I watch. He comes downhill and he'll lay the hat on you. And that's a big guy in Garrison Cruz. He just took on. Nice hit.
All right. Kreinbrink under center now with a ring right set. They run a dive off that left side, kicks it to the outside, sticks his head down, dives forward, and that's Moeller pounding ahead for 12 yards. That'll move the chains. Ball now spotted at the 46-yard line of the Swanton Bulldogs.
Big hole there for Thomas Moeller, and he did the rest. Was able to get some good yards there, make a nice cut, and get 12 to 15
that was behind Weimer and Brogan.
Yep.
All right, back to throw. Got
That's
out there, caught. Nice what a job. Collie went up in the air, grabbed it inside the 35-yard line. Yeah. That'll be a gain of 11 yards.
Spike, I think that might be the best throw I've seen Caden Kreinbrink made.
Yes.
You play that back in the film, back at home. You got a linebacker underneath that. He had to fit that one in over top of the linebacker.
Yeah, good
that was
call.
a really nice
That's
throw
right.
there,
Good
Caden
call.
Kreinbrink.
All right, double wing package. Collie spread wide. There's motion. They're going to give it on a reverse. Breaks one is Cruz. Cruz takes one on with a straight arm. Still going. Battling 2 tacklers and rambles his way inside the 20-yard line. Woo, baby, you got to love that second and third effort.
Yeah, he runs hard. He's another guy in the mold of Waylon Wrench, just really hard to bring down. Rarely does the first man bring that guy down, and he's got a nasty stiff arm similar to Waylon Wrench.
Oh, man,
love the way
these
that he runs
guys
the ball.
have really progressed.
Yep.
Rents and Cruz. All right, play action. They get it out there. That's going to be grabbed there by Lonazak. Lonazak spins, twists
Jackson
down.
Bartels.
Oh, Bartels, excuse me. Lonazak's 18. Yeah, down to the 1 yard. What a great job after the catch on a little look-in. Sprinted down, busted one hit, spun off that. Ball placed now at the 2. 15-yard gain.
Another good throw there, Kreinbrink. It was just like a little 10 and curl. It looked like they're spiking. He led him into the opening on that pass. Nice throw, Caden Kreinbrink.
Kreinbrink looking really sharp. All right, now Mulder motion. They're going to give it up inside. Dive play to Rents. He goes in unscathed, and Liberty Center scores again. They're ahead 34-0, and in the first quarter, there is still 3:40 to go.
Yeah,
this has been incredible.
Yeah, I was expecting this result. I wasn't sure it was going to happen this quick, Spike. We're going to get a running clock here the rest of the way, and I think we're going to start seeing a lot of new faces coming in the game here.
Oh, yeah. All right, 5 for 5 for Rosebrook and his crew, 35-0. And everything Liberty Center now is turning into gold, except maybe for a couple breakdowns on pass defense.
Yeah.
But
you know what? You can't really control the schedule that you have as a player, right? But you have to show up and you have to play regardless who you're playing. And when you're supposed to dominate a team, you dominate them. And that's exactly what this Liberty Center team's doing. They should be dominating this team tonight. And that's what you've seen so far. They are dominating. They're not letting down. And it's been a dominant performance thus far here in the first quarter.
Well, hands down, Liberty Center is the blue-collar rendition of what all high school football players dream to be. Rough, tough, man of La Mancha. You know, I mean, I'm going to come riding into town and I'm going to whale and jail and pale and inhale all my opponents, and I'm going to master them. I'm going to dominate them. And again, that mentality that has been in Liberty Center for 110 years is living strong. High end over end kickoff. That's going to be bobbled to 5. Now still loose, still picks it up. And he finally, in trying to grab it, his knee hit the deck. And so Swanton will start deep in their own territory around the inside the 15.
We got a couple scores here. Spike, Fairview leads Tenora 7-0. Delta up over Archbold 10-0 here at the end of the first quarter. PH leads Bryan 12-0. And that'll conclude the scoring.
In fact, on account of those scores, we'll make a point here when we get a break in the action.
Mason Smith now at a sniper. Seeing him a little bit here the last few weeks. A little bit more.
Oh, yeah. All right, out of the gun. They're going to give it
Garrison
up.
Cruz, oh my.
Cruz.
Oh my.
Boy, he
Holy
came through
cow.
unscathed.
Wow, that's a guy, you know, they put him on the end, almost like a rushing end. We've seen that the last couple weeks, and that's a guy you might want to block, Spike. You can't let him come free, or that's exactly what you're going to see.
Yes, there are certain players on the defense that
block that guy, or he's just going to blow you up, and that's exactly what happened. Jeez, that's how you get your running back hurt right there.
All right, Swanton doing a little milking of the clock. Play clock down to 5 now. There's the snap, little play action. Has to scramble away, has time now. Lost it for the sideline. Nobody there. The only wideout, number 80, Robinson, had broken and actually ran a post route and got rid of the ball, saved the down anyway.
Good pressure there, Xander Zeiter, to flush him out of the pocket. Couldn't quite keep him in. Rushed him, didn't have anywhere to throw, had to throw that one away. You got Isaac Orth in there now at a linebacker, number 28. He's been making some plays the last couple of weeks.
All right, Rentz moves to the play, finally docked out. What a job there by
Smith.
Lonazak. Yes, Lonazak came busting through there and got a hand on the ball as they tried to just dump it out there.
Yeah, it's a good play by Mason Smith as a defender on the tackle. On the tackle.
I got
yeah,
it.
it's a good play. You know, when you as a defender, you can look and you see that pressure on that quarterback. You know he's got to get rid of that early. You can jump that route, jump that receiver a little bit quicker. That's what you saw there. No room, tackle right away. No run after the catch. Good job, Mason Smith.
All right, into the end zone, back to punt. He gets off a pretty good shot. Taken there at the 40-yard line by Colley. Cuts it up to the there, runs into a pile, a mess, and couldn't get away from that one, and brought down around the 40-yard line where Liberty will take over.
Cam was looking for a little bit of a wall there. Couldn't quite get it.
All right.
Pretty good.
Miller. Grady Miller now back in at quarterback. He's got what appears to be a kind of a standard varsity offensive set. Tigers with two wideouts here. A wing to the right, wide out right, back to throw. Over there, caught by Colley inside the 35-yard line. That's good for about 8 yards on the play.
Nice pass there. Grady Miller put it right on Cam Colley. Cam Colley is a guy that I'd love to just see them get the ball to a little bit more with his ability to break one open at any time. Out of that slot, out of that receiver position, you saw it there. His ability to catch. He's got good hands.
Yes.
And he can break one open after the catch now. So
our receivers look really good tonight. They got plenty of stick-em.
Like what I'm seeing out of the passing game.
Yep. Tight. Right. They fake it to Moeller, keep it on to Grady. Grady right up the middle, taking on a tackler and bouncing off one and driving down inside the 20-yard line to about the 17. It'll be a gain of 15 and another Tiger first down.
There's another aspect of the Liberty Center offense that Grady and Kreinbrink both can do. They're both good runners of the football, big bodies. Good hole there by the offensive line, big hole, and Grady was able to find it. And big gain. That's
okay. T-Lay, guard on the right. Walker, guard on the left. Out of the gun. Back to throw. Caught out there at the 14-yard line.
Good block.
Colley
Jackson
into
Bartels.
The end zone. Bartels springs him open. You could call there. And into the end zone. Liberty Center goes up again. It's 41-0. In this first period.
Man, oh, man. Good ball again there, Grady Miller, and that's what we're talking about with Cam Colley. You get a block for that guy, and he can take one to the house, and he did. That's 2 touchdown passes tonight based on the outside blocking. Yeah. That blocker making that play, and they did.
Liberty Center executing in every conceivable fashion. Wow.
Man, oh, man.
All right, 42-0.
Ooh.
And we're still in the first period.
Yeah, I thought I was seeing 1:16 left, Spike. I thought that was going to be almost halftime. Then I'm like, oh, wait, still the first quarter.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
All right, now, I want to go over the schedule. You know, the past 2 seasons going into the year, the big question was, how good are we? Well, the last 4, 5, 6 years. How good are we? Are we going to be able to make a run? Are we a tournament team? Let alone worry about winning the league, because we've had some great battles with the Blue Streaks. And, and before, and then Liberty would wade their way through and all of a sudden be sitting in the catbird seat. And tonight we're seeing games on here that may not have a lot of effect, but we haven't played Delta. We don't know how good they are. They're up 10-0. We haven't played PH. They're playing a winless Bryan team, so we expect PH to roll again. So the Tigers have some stuff looking up the road a ways. We've got some ball clubs that can play football and put points on the board. So it's and just for Evergreen and Wauseon, how good is Evergreen? How is Wauseon any good? That game is another big indicator.
It is.
All right, that kick all the way down to the 5-yard line. Return straight ahead. He's
Ooh,
turned
nice
and
hit
what
there.
a great shoestring tackle.
Who's that guy?
Wow,
Number
single
5,
digits.
Brady Badenhop.
Wow, Brady Badenhop, 5'10" sophomore.
Yeah.
Woo, baby. That's right out of the picture.
You got to love that. You know, I don't think he's typically on a kickoff. He gets a chance, comes down and takes knees like that. Man, that's a nice hit, Brady Badenhop.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
All right, we've got Gabe Clapp in there on the defensive line. Zeider's still in there. He needs some reps. You know, he hasn't been in there as much as some of them.
We got a Hammond Tree at a corner and JT Okrug, at a corner as well.
All right, out of the gun. They're going to hand it off right up the middle, and boy, that Liberty Center defense just continues to eat this thing up.
Yeah.
Another loss on the play.
Tyler Lay also playing at a linebacker. You know, Tyler Lay is a guy that you can play at linebacker. You can play him on the D-line. He can play a guard. You got him on the kickoffs. He's just a very valuable piece for this team. Gives it max effort. It's good to see him back out there.
All right, Thomas Moeller remains as the pure safety on the team. Back to throw, has to scramble, gets away from one.
Ooh.
Hit head on there by Rentz, and a good, positive run.
That was a big-time collision there, Spike. You know, Drake Harris, number 6, 6 foot, 205, and Waylon Rentz is about equal that much. That was a big-time collision. Waylon able to take the we got a hold there, I believe.
Toby Parasini into the lineup now for Liberty Center. Yeah, we're going to sort this thing out here. And, they're going to be walking backwards. Too bad. Swanton's battling, but this Liberty team, you know, we've wondered how good they are. Now we know how good they are. So now it's in practice. It's a situation of management. The players understanding this is what it is. Let's not try to duck away and say, oh, go fight, win for Mamma Mia or for the school and everything else. This is understanding what we got to do, and it is to get out of here not injured, give a lot of players a lot of reps.
Yep.
All right. Great rush by
Xander.
Rusher.
Nice play.
Chacarino.
That's another guy you might want to get a block on, Spike.
Yeah,
Looks like Xander came around that end unblocked. You got to get a body on that guy. Man, oh, man. Watch him right here from the end. Oh, a little ole by the offensive tackle. Xander wanted the swipe. He tried to get that hammer, but to kind of rip that out of the way from the quarterback. Big-time play, Xander Zeider. It's good to see him back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing of beauty about the Liberty Center Tigers. Well, we'll get back to that point.
Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support them.
An utter domination here so far in this first quarter, 42-0 here for the Tigers, and a lot of things working so far.
The defensive line, the linebackers, I mean, they are just not giving anything.
No, nothing.
Swanton is probably minus 20 in total offense right now, with the exception of the long bomb. But just offensive plays, Liberty Center is just totally bottling them up.
Yep.
But as I was saying, the coaches have impressed upon the players, understand that you can't come in here and be a big swashbuckling hero and play 90 plays. We have to share this thing. We have to get to next week and then beyond.
Yep.
This is a season-long battle, not just one game.
Yep.
And this is the time in the year when you have to be responsible and understand that, which the Tiger team is.
Sure.
All right, so the Bulldogs, 3rd and 23, just give it straight
Waylon
ahead,
Rents.
and not much there. Rents in on that tackle along with
guy is just a tackle eater. He is around it at all times. Waylon Rents, nice tackle there. Yeah, Spike, to your point, as a senior, you want to go and play every single minute of every game just because this is it, right? This is all I got. This is my last season. But you're right. Some of this load management here the next couple weeks might be really important for this team for health down the stretch.
And that just goes in line with everything the team tries to do, the coaching staff, and everything that they try to gain is all meant with this total team concept.
Yep.
It's all about the team completely. Kind of pooched out there, may have been partially blocked.
Lucas Navarre, I believe.
Yeah, got up.
Might have got a piece of that one,
Yeah,
or close. He was real close anyways.
1st and 10, Liberty Center on the 32-yard line.
All right, Clayton Seal out there at center. Let's see here. Lucas Navarre, one of the interior linemen.
Caden Sonnenberg at a wing. Blake Garber split out wide. Sorry, Sonnenberg split wide.
I believe that's Kreinbrink in shotgun. Kreinbrink rolls out on a naked reverse, looks up, can't get rid of it there. Great pass rush, stays on his feet, dips and doos and battles his way, gets back. Maybe a yard on the play, but it looked like he was caught for about a -8. Made a great scramble, got out of there, back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, for the folks at home, they're wondering why we're still trying to pass when it's 42-0. Well, problem is you just got out of the first quarter. There's a lot of plays that this coaching staff want to see that they put into place all week, and you got to run through some of the stuff, regardless of some of the score. You're not trying to run it up. It's just we got some stuff we got to work on here.
The running game would be powerful. Here's the classic wing T set. Give to the straight ahead Rents. Rents dives, piston turns, breaks past one. Still going on his feet. Banging his way into the end zone. 38-yard touchdown. Liberty Center on top now, 48-0.
Yeah, so you scrap the passing game. you go on a trap right up the middle. Waylon takes it to the house.
Yeah, so what do you run? It's not. This is not a situation of running the score up.
No, it's not at all.
And there's still 10 minutes left, so in the second quarter.
Big run there by Waylon Rents. He's a fun runner to watch.
Another good snap and hold and completion by Rosebrook. Kreinbrink, great hands. Fitzenreiter has really found his niche there as the PAT kicker. And when you're, let me see, that's 7 already tonight. That's 25 out of 26. I mean, you're talking NFL numbers, almost NFL numbers now.
Yep.
But there is so much mentality to this. Liberty Center talks about the coaches talk about the most minute details when in their game preparation during the week with the team. They impress upon them the facts that I go out there and I just drop my jaw because, wow, I never even considered that. They're teaching at a high college level, I think.
Yep. And you see it in all facets of the game. Special teams, offensive, defensive. Team is very, very well coached.
High floater. That's going to come down at the 4-yard line. Return up that far sideline. Slips one. And a good Good stop. Getting down low.
Might have been 20 Adam Foster underneath that one, I think, Spike.
I believe it was. I believe you're right. I believe that was Adam Foster. He's a fearless, relentless football player.
He was
I've seen him in action.
Lot of plays last week, Adam Foster, running the football and on defense. He made quite a few tackles, so good to see him out there making plays.
All right, Liberty Center with fresh bodies into the lineup. They'll set up out of the gun. 3 wideouts. They use a little chicanery in the count, trying to draw Liberty off, as always. Liberty Center very disciplined. They dump it out there, looking for running room. Fitzenreiter right there, slows it down, and he's snowed under that proverbial host of Tiger tacklers.
Yeah, Will, nice play there to blow that one up. Braxton Light as well on the tackle. And I think Jackson Lawnazak as well able to rally up, make that tackle.
Yeah, here's a chance. Lawnazak, 18. He's a sophomore, excellent football player. He is one of his, Eric Weimer, the linebacker coach, is one of his beloved. But he needs reps. He's a sophomore, so he's in there yet battling. Same with Weimer at a defensive tackle.
Yep.
They look, nothing there. Now looks, they're going to throw the home run ball, and ball floats out of bounds. Did you see the terrific coverage by Old Crew?
Yeah, he was on him like glue that time. No room for that ball to get thrown in there. Number 6, Drake Harris just kind of threw that one away. Nothing doing there. You know, and Harris has really looked to run out of this tonight, on some of these shotgun snaps, and the defensive line has done a great job of just keeping him in the pocket, not let him get outside, because he does have some ability once he gets outside, but they've really done a nice job of keeping him in the pocket.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's just another of the many, many, many details that you learn on playing defense is how you hold him in. Now they're going to throw another one, too long for everybody. That was great coverage again by Liberty Center. Sonnenberg, and
Tyler Roars, I believe, as well at the deep safety. Good job to bracket that one.
Hey, a little note. I noticed the area's top 20 names in tacklers. Liberty Center does not have a single guy in total tackles listed in the top 20. But there is no one guy that is the core. As far as being the guy that has to make the tackle. This is spread out so far.
Yes,
what
it
a
is.
Great job. Snap. That'll go into the end zone. He'll get it off and blocked, and it gets out of the end zone to the 1 yard line, and that
is that going to be, Liberty's ball at the 1, I believe, Spike.
Yeah, it'll belong to Liberty Center.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, when you're Swanton, it's 49-0 in the second quarter. Those are plays that you just want to make, right? Just a simple snap and a punt. You just can't give the ball to Liberty in a spot like this. And, oh, boy.
Yeah, they're going to wisely get Rents out of there.
Yep. Max Perry, I believe, at quarterback now. Max going to get some run. Looks like most of the first-team offensive line. Tyler Roars, Isaac
Tyler
Orth.
Roars in the backfield.
Max going to keep it himself.
Was that a keeper?
It sure was.
Wow. So Liberty Center cracks the scoreboard again, resulting from that bad snap snafu. And with possession from the 1, they bounce it in, and the Tigers on top, 55-0.
Ooh.
9 minutes left here, second quarter.
This running clock's not really running that fast, is it?
I'm not sure
do they
it
not
runs
do that
until the second half.
Okay, my apologies, folks. It's not till the second half. I thought it started regardless of the time.
Second
half.
I guess it doesn't. I guess it doesn't. I don't know. Well, the homecoming crowd here getting treated to a wild one here. Liberty Center offense can do about anything they want, and the defense, they're doing everything they want.
Yeah, it's good to see. We talked about this a little bit, but it's good to see, no injuries tonight, Spike. You get some of these frontline starters a chance
Hey,
to
by
rest.
the way, a couple of shout-outs. Always Grandma Jean Kern watching. She's in there for this ball game. Oh, she's here. All right, I see her down there. Grandma Jean is at the ball game. Ain't no shout-out for you, woman. Forget it. And my old buddy Roger Meyer living there in Napoleon. A strong Tiger booster for the last 70 years. And another shout-out to Greg Hines.
All right, Greg.
Greg is in the country of Iceland.
Wow.
It's already about 1 o'clock in the morning there.
Tuned in.
And,
big hit there.
wow, I didn't get that.
Who was that guy?
Him and his two sons are in Iceland. But
All right.
They got us tuned in.
Nice, Tyler.
Tyler and Matt?
Matt Hines, yeah, absolutely. I believe Isaac Orthan, the big hit there, Spike. He keeps showing up here. He had a block punt.
I missed it.
Had a block punt last week. He's starting to make a lot of plays. The more time he gets.
Orth is another one of them guys. He's like that ugly worm in the apple. He keeps worming his way through.
Yeah.
He's determined that he's going to make a play to get plays.
Yep.
That guy's tough. They like him.
21 Wyron back at a sniper.
All right, out of the gun. Drops back. Has to scramble out of there. Now the Tigers put on pressure. Tucks it up. He's going to run it. Gets out to the 25 and up near the 30-yard line. And that'll be a 1st and 10, a pickup of 14 for the Bulldogs.
I think that might be Swanton's first down.
I believe that.
I think that might be their first or maybe second first
It'll
down
be
of the
their
night.
second. Their second first down.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you saw the ability there from Drake, number 6, Drake Harris, to run it once he gets out of the pocket. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier, the importance of keeping him in the pocket as defensive line and linebacker crew.
Mason Talent in there at a linebacker. All right, now rolling right, throws it, got a man out there, caught up across the 30-yard line. Not much after that. I believe that was that Roars on defense?
Colton Sapansky there, Spike.
Yeah.
That was a nice play.
Nice job to hold him to 4-yard gain.
He was all over that one.
Tackle right on the spot.
Yep.
No yards after the catch.
68 in now, Mason Talent.
All right, Swanton comes out, wide outs to this side, out of the gun with a single protector.
67, Lewis Collins.
All right, back over the middle, caught at the 40, and twists and pounds forward up across the 45. Another first down for the Swanton Bulldogs.
Mason Talent on the tackle there. There's one other Tiger on the tackle. Wasn't sure, didn't get that number. Swanton offense showing a little bit of sign of life here. The score update, we got Fairview up 28-7 on Tenora.
Wow.
We got Delta 17, Archbold 7, second quarter. Thanks, Cole, for the update there.
All right, now Swanton's got a wide formation to the short side of the field, and a whistle comes in. Not sure there's not a flag. I don't know if that was to allow Liberty Center to make a defensive adjustment or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure just what happened there.
Not sure.
There was no timeout. Now they're talking. Boy, it's kind of nice. This is the 5th game of the year, and everybody's still in shorts. It's hot.
Oh, man.
We even got a sprinkle of rain a little bit. We haven't had any rain in about 2 months.
Yeah.
I haven't mowed the lawn for 3 months. So
It's all but dead.
now the big question is, we might get rain for the next 5 days.
Right.
And I don't know when I am going to get to mow.
Exactly.
And the grass will even grow longer. Anyway. Trip receivers to the far side. Back to throw with time.
Oh, Lewis.
Now
Looks
gets
like it
away.
got held there. Yeah, they got it.
Caught down there at the 40-yard line. So Louis puts on a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he did.
Just got away. He's a specimen out there.
Yeah, he got Lewis with some good pressure there. Got held. They got the call. They're going to move that one back.
Oh, really?
10 yards.
You did get it. Good eyes,
yeah,
Jigs.
It was a good
Boy,
play
you
there,
are
Lewis
more
Collins.
Than just, well, you're not a pretty picture. I'm just saying.
Ashton Naguki in there as well. Spike, number 59 at a nose tackle. Make sure I'm trying to get all these numbers out there. There's a lot of new ones out there. Yeah, Big Lou, that's a big body out there. It's a big man to try to block now.
Well, after the hold, that's going to make it first and 20, 6:19. All right, now the widespread is to this wide side of the field. Motion going back the other way. Out of the gun. Tigers show pressure. Good blocking there. Scrambles, gets in between. On the run, across the 40, up over the 45. He'll get the 10 yards and penalties back, bringing up second down.
Nice hit there. Mason Talent to come downhill from his linebacker spot, make that tackle. Wyrenbeck, I believe, on that tackle there as well.
Yeah, Wyrenbeck, another one of them tough guys.
Yeah, he is.
Waiting in the side, along the side, loving their chances. All right, they tried to draw Liberty Center off. Tigers have had very few penalties tonight.
Yeah, you're right, Spike. I don't know that they've had one.
I don't think they've had any. All right, second down. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to bulldog his way forward for 3 toughies.
Weimer and Lonazak. Kellen Weimer, the primary tackler there, and Lonazak there as well. Bottle that one up.
Yep, Lonazak 18. Boy, this is such valuable playing time for these guys.
Absolutely.
That are getting a lot of snaps.
Yep.
All right,
builds your depth. Builds your depth is what these games do.
And now Swanton uses their first one. Yep. 4:54 left here in the second quarter. Jiggs, give us some words of wisdom here.
Yeah, I think as a freshman and sophomore, you come into this game, you're pretty excited because you got a pretty good idea that, hey, I'm going to get some time, and I might get a lot of time. And as a freshman with these running clocks in the second half now, it's harder for a freshman to get on the field on Friday night underneath the lights. So this is an exciting time as an underclassman, knowing that you're going to get some time. You got a full house here with this homecoming crowd here at Liberty Center under the lights, and this is still special moments because, as a freshman, you get on a field like this. Those are times you remember. Whether you make a play or tackle or touchdown or not, it's just getting on the field and the heart beating and the rush that brings as a young player. It's pretty special.
Yeah, and this is what a great setting. Max L. On the prognosticators actually picked upsets against Liberty early in the year, and of course now has asked for forgiveness, stands corrected. He said Liberty Center, bar none, hands down, maybe the best football program in all of the state of Ohio, just for what it is able to teach, preach, and a scramble picks up 10 yards on the play, and the Bulldogs now with a quarterback becoming the workhorse, turns that into a first down at the 41.
Yeah, and I think that's what Swanton saw. His ability to run the football gave them the best chance to have some productivity on offense tonight. Drake Harris, he was primarily their running back, I think, from the beginning of the year, but just decided to kind of put him in that Wildcat type of quarterback, and he's thrown a couple good balls tonight too.
Yeah, oh yeah. They know what they want to do. Like I say, Swanton is not totally woe-begone, but I'm telling you, this Tiger team is just beyond trying to pick his way through, and the Tigers
Lonazak, I think.
Excuse me. Battle through all that. They negate any of that offensive line push.
I couldn't tell who that was. Was that Yeah, that was Braxton Light there. Great job there by Braxton to kind of come off that defensive lineman, know that that running back was going to be there, and met him right in the hole. That was a nice hit there.
Yeah, Brody Jakeway, number 35 now into the lineup.
Okay, it's a young freshman, right?
Yep, and they love his ability and his desire to hit.
Yeah.
Not back down. Just another of 70 football players that all live the same dream, fight the same battles, and they're just tight as a group.
Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support them.
Broadcast is copyrighted by Tiger Sports Live for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of Tiger Sports Live is prohibited.
Swanton comes out now after a loss of yards, 2nd down and 11. They've got the ball on the 42-yard line. Clock running, 3:33. Out of the gun, 2-step drop, looks, has time, throws over the middle, got a man.
Oh, yeah, nice play. Will Fitzenreiter.
Wow, Fitzenreiter read it. He moved across the middle from that sniper spot, came in, he went up into the bread basket, and it's an INT, and the Tigers stop the Swanton Bulldog drive.
Man, I'll tell you what, that's a great play by Will. We're going to see that again here, I believe, if Cole can tee that up. Watch Will come over top of this. Deep safety. Cut that thing off. Man, what a play. Will Fitzenreiter. You know, that's just another guy, a senior, that's just worked hard in this program and has gotten some chances here. He's doing a great job snapping, but he gets a chance like that. Look at that play he makes. Will Fitzenreiter, great job.
Yeah, he was back, and he could have played it safe, came up, timed it, and made the tackle.
Yes.
But he saw his opportunity. He stepped up. That's another facet of what they teach in that defense. All right, give up the middle, breaks out
Tyler
one,
Roars.
so past one tackle, cuts to the outside. Now spins away from another one and rambles his way up across the 45-yard line.
That's a hard run. I like the way Tyler Roars runs the football. He can really stop and go. He uses that stiff arm as well. He's not the biggest stature kid, but he runs really hard. That's a nice run, Tyler Roars right there, Spike.
Wow, what? Yeah, the upfield, downfield running, downfield blocking. Liberty Center doesn't run uphill. They don't do anything uphill. This is all great stuff. It's all downhill. Great maneuvering. What job. 24-yard gain. 1st and 10 at the 47. Here is the give. Kicking around the outside.
Nice
That's Worth, I believe, but he is not going to be able to pick up anything. The Bulldogs rally and stop him there.
Number 5 again, Caden Bryan coming out of his safety spot to make that hit. He's a nice football player there for Swanton.
Okay, number 10, Mason Smith.
See if we can't get Max Perry a couple throws in here too. It'd be nice to see Max throw it around a little bit.
Smith, the wideout over here, wing left set. They're going to give straight ahead. I believe that's Orth again on a dive. He'll get to the midfield stripe where he'll be stopped. Still a scramble and a ramble. Woohoo, baby.
You know, Spike, the freshman went over to Eden this week and played Eden's JVs, I believe, and knocked them off.
Wow. And Eden, a resurgent football program.
Yep.
They're, I believe they're undefeated as well. They're playing some top-notch football right now.
Got a couple score updates for you. Delta leads Archbold 17-0 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Was that 17-0?
17-0, yep.
Okay.
Napoleon leads Springfield 19-7. 28-7, Fairview leads Tenora in the second quarter. And 32-0, Patrick Henry over Bryan at the half.
Wow.
Wauseon and Evergreen. Wauseon leads Evergreen 7-3. I believe that was in the second quarter, or maybe at the half as well.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Evergreen's going to be able to
they're
play
better.
with them.
I think Evergreen is certainly better than they were last year. Okay, Archbold just scored, so you got 17-7 there on Delta. They're playing Delta pretty tough. But you're right, Spike. I think we got, if you look at the league, you got Delta playing good football. You got Patrick Henry playing good football. Those are probably your toughest matchups here down the stretch. And they're going to test Liberty Center for certain. They got great coaching with Bill Enzimano there with Patrick Henry and certainly Vickers at Delta. So they'll be able to put a game plan together to try to neutralize this Liberty Center offense, slow the game down a little bit, and just shorten the game up. And that's been the problem as Liberty Center's offense just overwhelms you with the ability to score quick, whether pass or run. Very explosive offense that we've seen from the Tigers so far this year.
Yeah, the offensive line, the defensive line, the play of them is incredible. All right, under center, wing right. Give second back, look, cuts it up, running room now at the 40. Now kicks it outside at the 30, heading down the sideline. Twists off one tackle, spins out of another.
Nice
run.
Down
to the 20-yard line. A gain of 31 yards. Woo-hoo, baby.
Ted Wyron back there. That's another guy that, every time he sees the ball, it just got a little magic there.
Oh, yes, he has always looked good.
Yep. Ted Wyron back, good run there.
All right, now the Tigers now knocking on the door out there at the edge of the red zone. Minute 15, clock running. Wing left set. They're going to run that power pitch now. That's Roars, and he'll get down to the 15-yard line. Tigers pounding the ball right at him.
We got the Parasini clan coming in here on the one side, 81 and 61. 61 Tate Parasini, 81 Toby Parasini. I believe they're going to be on the right side, the offensive line here.
Roars averages 8 yards a carry. Orth averages 5 yards a carry.
Okay. Gabe Clapp on a
All right, now the
tackle.
Tigers are coming out and now they're just going to take a knee, I believe, at the end of the half.
Get this one to the halftime here.
Yep, and that'll wind this thing up in an overwhelming, totally dominating first half. Liberty Center has vaulted, pounded excruciatingly, and ballerina-like in all facets of the game. They lead it 56-0 as we head to the half.
Broadcast is copyrighted by Tiger Sports Live for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of Tiger Sports Live is prohibited. Tiger Sports Live is prohibited.
Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support them. They support us, so please support them.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Will Schneider and assistant Jade Bender, and led on the field by senior drum major McKenna Mortimer, we are proud to present the 2024 Swanton Marching Bulldog Band. Tonight's show is featuring some of the band's favorite number one hits from their library. This year's range from the 60s, 70s, and 2014. Sit back and enjoy our number one hit show. Our first number, "In My Girl," was recorded by the fabulous hip group The Temptations in 1965. It was The Temptations' first number one single and is considered their signature song. It was written by Smokey Robinson and Ronald White. You can identify the song by its opening bass riff. Ladies and gentlemen, here is "My Girl." Ladies and gentlemen, here is "My Girl." Our second number is directed by Haley Brosh, our junior drum major. And the number is "Shut Up and Dance" from Walk the Moon. It was released in 2014 and it hit the number one in alternative song chart. It's a new wave inspired pop rock and power pop. The song is based on the lead singer's Nicholas Petresa experience at a nightclub called Echo. He summarizes it as encourage people to let go of whatever is bothering them and just have fun. So let's just have fun with "Shut Up and Dance" by Walk the Moon. show was a 1970s #1 hit. Diana Ross is credited for discovering the Jackson 5. It was their first single, which was released in October 1969 and was Barry Gordon's Motown label. It hit #1 on the Billboard Top 100 for the band in 1970. It was the only single to be released from their first album called Diana Ross Presents the Jackson 5. In 1999, this song was introduced into the Grammy Hall of Fame. Get your groove on with the Jackson 5. I Want You Back. Thank you for letting us perform for you tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me in the marching pride of Liberty Center Tiger Marching Band. By our awesome drummer, Savannah Hernandez, and our North. Tonight, the band is bringing you our special homecoming show. The first part of the show is dedicated to musical genius, pop artist Lady Gaga. Her song was released in 2009, topping the charts in over 20 countries and selling 12 million copies worldwide. I don't have mine yet. This song was written about the unhealthiest kind of relationships. Don't get caught in a bad romance. Drum major Savannah Hernandez, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, your entire marching band. From 1965 Beach Boys, here's Parade!
All right, we're back here at halftime at Tiger Stadium. 56-0 against the Swanton Bulldogs. And you know it is homecoming. And we brought one of our own back, Mr. Zane Sider. Zane, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate that.
Okay. It's awfully loud right now, Zane, with the band playing the fight song. All right. It's so fitting. You're back here tonight after being a quarterback for Liberty for 2 years. Your sister is the queen, and you know, that's rough, tough. That's Zider tradition. We're the best. Okay, now, let me ask a couple questions to get it started. Jigs will be here too. But now, you made the transition. You were in a Toledo school, and you came back. Tell us Liberty Center fans about what it meant to leave, to come, and then to come here where all your family tradition has been for 100 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when I went to school in Toledo, I really took for granted what we have in LC. Two things come to mind. Number one is the family that we have here, the family as a community. Just being able to play with my friends growing up. I think we played together since kindergarten. So I just missed playing with those guys. We've been through some highs, been through some lows together. Being able to come back and play with those guys really meant a lot. I took that for granted. And then another thing is the tradition that we have here. Being able to watch my dad play or hear about my dad playing and watch, my cousins play and some great players play before me. Growing up, coming to these games, it's just something you want to play for as a kid. You really look up to these guys playing. So it was awesome to be able to play.
Right, and your style of play, you were all out. No holds barred, no quarter given. I mean, you were a 100% rock and sock 'em in your face football player. You ran, you throw, you were dynamic. But at the same time, the camaraderie with your teammates. And then you got the opportunity to play with your cousin. That had to be a thrill too. Xander, who is now a senior.
Yeah, definitely proud of Z and what he's done. Proud of these guys so far. Yeah, it was fun just being able to play with the guys you grew up with and really care about those guys and want to do your best for them for sure.
Well, you might be a tough guy, but you're still a man of character, and I love that. Okay, Jigs, jump in.
Yeah, hey, Zane, I wanted to ask you, talk to us about the transition from obviously playing on Friday nights, Liberty Center, you got the fans, you got just all the traditions, and then going to college at the Division II level, similar to how I did, and just talk about that transition, and you lose some of the fandom and some of that stuff, and then just wanting to play the game because you love it, and what that's like.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, you don't have as much involvement with the community. You didn't grow up playing with the guys, so you absolutely have to. It's more of a job. Like you said, you have to love the game for sure. But hats off to the coaching staff here. They always preach fundamentals, doing the little things right, and that really carried over to the next level, which was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And learning the game the way that you do at Liberty Center, that absolutely translates to the college level. And you're already schooled, you're already coached essentially like a college player.
For sure.
So that gap is not that hard to kind of relate to. And once you get there, it's like, okay, I know how to do this. I've run these coverages. I've done some of this stuff on defense. So it's not as big of a learning curve.
Absolutely.
When you make that transition.
For sure. Completely agree.
Talk to us about how things are going at school and a little bit of that update.
Yeah, doing well. Starting off a little slow, but we're really clicking right now. I like the way the culture's going. Just keep on getting better every day and, doing the best we can, focusing on the little things and, keep getting a 1% better every day is what we're trying to do right now.
Now, on the lighter side, you were a D student in high school. Did you ever get that part of it fixed?
I'm just takes a lot of hard work, that's for sure, especially at college.
Yeah. All right, Zane, it was great to talk to you.
Zane, thanks a lot. It's good to see you.
Hey, thank you guys. Really appreciate that.
You got it, man.
All right, here we go. After a blistering first half, the Liberty Center Tigers and the Swanton Bulldogs return to the field. kicking off, I believe that's going to be Tyler Lay, number 51.
Lay.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. He does it all. Watch this. He's going to kick off, Spike, go down, blow somebody up, and make the tackle. That's the kind of player he is.
And I would almost bet this is not going to be a high, soft floater.
Yeah.
This kick's going to be a line
Yeah,
drive.
well, he's probably going to pick a guy that he wants to hit, kick it to him, then go make the tackle.
Yeah. Boy, Jiggs, that's good. I like that.
Great job. We got some great music just getting jammed here. Zabor across the way just rocking out here, getting these fans ready to go here in this second half. You got to love it.
Pounding move. All right. Tigers set. They get their momentum, and on the way, the delivery.
Heck of a
That's
kick.
a good kickoff. High end over and back to the 20-yard line.
I told you,
Heading
Spike.
around
Here he
the
comes.
right side.
There he
And
comes.
I
Oh,
believe
yeah,
you're
it's
right.
loose.
Wow.
There we
What
go.
a tackle. That was, let's see, number
Holy
70.
cow. 73, Grant Bartels, I believe, on the initial hit.
Yes.
And then Tyler Lay to clean him up, Spike.
Wow.
Jarred that ball loose, and I think Liberty Center will take over on, or did we get that or not? Maybe not.
The down markers say no.
Okay.
All right, but you called it. What a great jar.
Man, oh, man.
Hit. Oh, man. Levi Spade, a sophomore, into the lineup. Hammondtree back out there. And give off that right side, running
Big
room
hole.
there, kicks it to the outside rowing, and up to the 35-yard line. Pick up a 14 yards for the Bulldogs.
Tyler Roars and Mason Talent there on the tackle. Nice little first down run there for Swanton coming out of the half. That's their key. That's what they want to do. They want to try and run the ball. They just have not had any success doing it thus far this year.
Right. They've got certain things they want to establish.
Yep.
They want to revive their program. All right, great cutback right into the teeth of the Tiger defense. Tigers had it bottled up on the other side. The cutback was right into the teeth.
Braxton Light there on the tackle from his linebacker spot. Nice play there by Braxton. He's starting to show up at that linebacker position. Had a nice little play there in the first half. Nice tackle there.
All right, second down and 10, a wide out to either side. Wing package right. All right, long count. And give right side. And turns the corner and a great open field.
Look at that hit.
Tackle.
Colton Sapansky out there on the corner coming up and laying the stick. That's another guy that's showed up here the last couple weeks. Made a couple nice plays on the ball last week and some tackles and coming up, sticking his nose in there.
Ty Jackson, number 12.
Guy makes a big hit and he gets taken out. He's going to be like, come on, coach. Keep me out there.
Yep, Skapransky comes sprinting off.
Nice play.
So, third down and 5 for the Bulldogs at their own 40. Here's the snap. Delayed give up, and
big hit
Liberty
there.
Center right there to stop him. No gain on the play.
Toby Parasini getting up from that pile. Nice little hit there by Toby. Got some new faces, man. They're rotating. It's hard to keep in front of some of these numbers, folks at home.
Adam Foster, the playmaker, back into the lineup.
Brady Badenhop as well.
Out of the gun. Looks, has a man out there. Whoop, and a leaping catch. Good grab, throw high, but on the money. And a good grab out there across the 50 and into Tiger territory. Swanton moves the chains.
Spike, that was Caden Bryan, number 5. He's a pretty nice-looking player. We saw him flash a little bit in that first half. He had 8 tackles for Swanton to lead the way. A couple big hits. So that's a nice-looking football player there.
Yeah.
Senior.
Yeah. All right, so the ball officially at the Tiger 49, Bulldog first down. Into the third quarter here, Liberty Center had 56 in the first half. Now a little juking, stepping on it, tries to get outside, breaks one, still goes, still grinding, but sticking with it. Wow, number 81, that's Parasini, I believe, yeah.
Good pursuit there by Liberty. A couple missed tackles, but the pursuit outweighs the missed tackles like that. When you rally to the football like that, in case somebody misses a tackle right there, Toby Pericini cleaned that one up.
That was a power runner there. That's Swanton's best. That man can play. All right, so double wide out to the far side with the wing. Quarterback drops back. Pressure, has to try to scramble out of it.
Oh, yeah, Toby.
Nothing doing there.
There we go.
Pericini there brings him down for no gain.
I think that's 3 tackles on this drive right here for Toby Pericini, making a lot of plays out there, Toby.
Yeah, Toby just keeps bouncing around, shifting and giving, and makes the play again. Into the game for the Tigers, number 25, a freshman, Cole Spangler.
67, Lewis Collins, 52. Seeing some time, Levi Spade at a nose tackle.
All right, wide outs to either side, rolling right. Now looks to throw back.
Wanted
Man
the screen.
falls down, nobody to throw to. Now gets it out there and has to throw it away. Yeah, you're right. He was setting up a screen and the man was open but fell down.
Good pursuit there, Will Fitzenreiter, and Lewis Collins flushed that quarterback to make a quick throw.
Well, they don't give you 4 downs to punt on 4th. I can't believe. Swanton's got a man little banged up here, and so that'll give the Bulldogs time to decide what they want to do here on a 4th down and 8.
Spike, I'll go over a little bit of the stats here in the first half. Liberty offense, passing, Grady Miller 4 of 4, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns. Caden Kreinbrink was 3 of 3 for 42 yards for a total 159 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Cam Colley, 3 catches, 39 yards, a touchdown. Noah Hammontree, 1 catch, 20 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing, that was spread out all over the place as far as yardage, but you had Thomas Moore, 2 carries for 30. Waylon Rentz, 3 carries for 49 and 3 touchdowns. Max Perry with 1 carry, a yard, and a touchdown on that quarterback sneak. Liberty offense, a total of 289 yards on 22 plays in that first half. Swanton offense, 28 plays, only had 27 yards of offense in the first half.
Yeah, and probably 60 of that was.
Yes. I'll get to the defense here in the next break.
Okay, the Bulldogs lining up in a spread double wide out to either side. They're going to go for it, and why not? Back to throw.
Lewis! There we go, Lou!
Lewis!
Look at that guy getting up, knocking that thing down. Gotta love that.
Lewis Collins went out and he made a play.
Good job, Lou.
That's football.
I think we're going to see that one again, boom, boom. Look at this, Big Lou with the airtime from this defensive end position. Nice play.
Boy, did you see that leap? He was 1.5 feet off the ground.
You gotta love it. You know, Lewis is a senior that's battled in practice, and great to see some success out there for Lewis Collins.
All right, Mason Smith, as Liberty goes on offense at their own 47. Smith in there as a wideout. We'll try to get Tate Pericini, a sophomore. Tigers use a double wing package. Roars the single setback. Motion this way. They're going to give it on that jet sweep. Old Crew breaks through one. He slithered his way through and picked up about 8 tough yards. That wasn't tough yards. That was sneaky tough yards.
Yeah, that corner was right there to make the tackle. He's able to slide right past him there. Yeah. There's a lot of different words to use for JT. Slippery, slide. Yeah. I mean, he's got a lot of different ones. He is quick. Nice run there, JT Okru.
All right, Tigers come out, tight end right, double wing set. Here goes Okru. They're going to give it straight ahead on a dive, and that's good for maybe a yard on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 2 for Liberty Center at the Swanton 45-yard line.
Ty Jackson on that carry, the spike. Number 27 in the game, Dakota Zabo. You got Tate Pericini at a right tackle.
All right, Tigers in a solid wing T formation. They're going to run a power sweep this way. A lot of running room there.
Nice
Kicks
cut.
it to the outside by Roars. Roars beats off one tackle.
look at that
stays
hard
on his
run.
feet. Look at that guy
Tyler
go.
Roars.
What a pounder and a driver and a conniver. Woo, baby.
Nice run there, Tyler Roars. You see a little bit more of that vision to be able to make cuts in and out. He's got really good vision and good feel from the running back position, Tyler Roars.
That kind of reminded me of the 60 years ago Green Bay Packers student body sweeps with Paul Horning and that I can't remember who was the fullback then. Anyway, that was just a good old-fashioned power sweep. That's Tiger football, Kip Kern football. Give to the second back, kicks out, but brought down right at the 20. Pickup of a couple maybe. That was Wyrenbeck.
I don't know. Are they having a JV game?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so this is good work. You know, some of these JV guys are not going to get a chance to play, so this is going to be a taste of their JV game probably this week.
All right, Smith spread wide to the far side on 2nd down and 9. Give to the first back, a little dipsy-do.
Ooh.
That's Orth, I think.
Man, there's a big collision
and
there.
Got hit, pounced off that, took another big hit.
He's up. Nice run there by Orth. Absorb a couple of those big hits and get back up and keep trucking.
All right, Liberty Center in 4-down territory. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 on the 16-yard line of the Bulldogs.
We'll see if they don't get this first down. It'll be interesting to see if they try to get a field goal here and give Rosebrock a little.
I think they'll go for it.
Yeah.
I think they'll let this unit run. All right, wing left set. They're going to run a power and hit in the backfield.
Ooh.
Great penetration. Not any chance at all for the Tigers. So it'll be 4th down and 8. And, of course, I was right again. Here comes Rosebrook into the field. So the Tigers.
What's this going to be here,
I
Spike?
Understand.
35?
Yeah, it's 25, 35
35-yarder. Here we go.
Attempt.
See what Ian's got here.
Solid distance here. The snap.
Oh,
good.
yeah.
The kick is good. He bumps it.
Just right.
Oh, it just.
Man.
Oh, man, he belted that thing.
Man,
that
he
was
had
high enough and long enough.
Plenty of leg.
Oh.
Just right.
Did
It wasn't by
spin
much.
Sideways?
I'm not sure. It was hard just based on the angle that we had. It's a heck of a kick there by Ian Rosebrock, just not quite on line, but boy, he gave her a ride.
I thought from here it was good. I couldn't tell. It did not split him, but
It was close.
Regardless,
It was very close.
We've already had enough of that controversy from 2 weeks ago, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a minute left here. Clock in that running clock mode. Swanton comes out from their own 20. They're going to run a little pitch sweep right, cuts back into the middle, makes them run.
Oh, there's a fumble.
There's a fumble.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be loose. Picked up there.
Oh.
Number 16 and returns it down.
Braxton
to
Light.
15, Braxton Light.
That's Braxton Light coming on the backside of the play, and it's like, uh-oh, what's that thing? Wow. Just rolling around there, and he had a chance. Boy, 78, Jensen, I believe. Mark Jensen caused the fumble, Mark said. But Braxton saw that daylight, boy. He's like, uh-oh, I might have a chance here. Just barely tackled. Couldn't quite get her in there.
Captain, we got any scores moving along?
We got a couple scores here. We got Delta 17, Archibald 14. That one's tight.
Ooh, 17-14.
We got Fairview up on Tenora 28-21 in the third quarter.
28-21, whoa.
Tenora coming back in that one.
Yeah.
Patrick Henry, we got a PH score at all? And then maybe that Evergreen Wasion update. We got a Swanton player down. Looks like he's getting ready to get up. It's good to see. Okay, we got Patrick Henry up 39-0 in the third quarter on Bryan, and we'll work to get you an update on the Evergreen Wasion one. I know that was tight there in the first half.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't hear it. I don't know. All right.
First and 10, Liberty Center.
The clock running here in the third quarter. Liberty will have to get this play off in this quarter. First down and 10 at the 13. Motion, go on the far side. And give
There's
off to the
Isaac.
motion man. Breaks it at the 5.
Oh, yeah.
4, 2, 1. It's a Liberty Center Tiger touchdown on
Nice.
that jet sweep. Boy, the Tigers love that. They've been running that a lot this year.
Yep.
Was that
Isaac Orth
Orth,
smelling that
number
one.
28.
Kind of got around that end at a little bit of a broke a tackle there and outran a couple to the end zone. Touchdown, Isaac Orth.
Defensive lineman to snap, cracker, to hold, Rosebrook to kick.
All right, that kick is up and good. So Liberty Center's lead now extends to 63-0.
That'll be the end of the third there. Spike, that third quarter went pretty quick.
Yep. Next week, Liberty Center travels to Bryan.
All right, we got that winning 50-50 ticket. If you got the winning 50-50 ticket, bring it to
We saw that again there.
Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support them.
Archbold just got the ball back, we heard, from Delta. They're down 3. Got the ball back here.
Wow. All right, the kickoff. High end over end. Comes all the way down to the 6-yard line. Tries to return to the right hash. Little seam actually slips and goes down. Tigers converging there at the 20, but he went on down on the slip. So as we're into the fourth quarter, 63-0, Swanton will have the ball. Now, you said that was 17-14, but Archbold's got the ball and they're driving.
Yeah, I think Delta fumbled the ball, gave it to Archbold, I believe in their own territory.
You know, okay, we had a 51-zip over Archbold.
Yep.
Now that's a tight game.
Yep.
Do you think Liberty is playing up and over their level that high, or do other teams, are they skinning back because they just cannot handle it? I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah, I think what you're just seeing, Spike, is just a dominant Liberty Center team at all facets of the game. And, you know, they get in some of these games and they just overwhelm you with the physicality and the technique and just better players right now. I think that's just what you're seeing from Liberty Center, and that's why you're seeing some of these scores and the dominance that they've shown here the last couple of years, really.
Number 78, Mark Jensen. Big Mark in there, gives off that left side. They run away from Jensen, and he'll cower and ramble, pick up a 12, and that's going to be a Swanton first down.
We've got a bunch of new numbers out there. We'll try to get you a few here. 65's running in. Billy Kruger. You got number 0 out there, Levi Howe, 27.
All right, Levi's out there. All right, timeout. Down on the field. We'll be back. Tatum Murdoch, number 32 in there.
Okay.
Swanton timeout. Their first timeout
All right, so we're seeing what appears to be a freshman-dominated unit now.
Yep. Number 66 in there as well, Easton Flory.
All right, Tigers stuff the defensive line of scrimmage. Swanton comes to the ball with a double wide out over here. Handoff.
Oh, yeah, who's that
That's
guy?
not going anywhere. Wow, great penetration.
There we go, Easton Flory, number 66.
Easton Flory, wow.
I love that play out of the Big E.
He fought right through the blockers and made a pass right to the running back.
Heck yeah. Number 25 in there as well, Cole Spangler.
All right. Swanton spreads it out. Now motion back to the ball. They're going to give it to the motion man on that little jet sweep. And there, nothing doing. Tigers all over that. Wow, they read that and they penetrated, stopped that for another 5-yard loss.
Levi Howe on that tackle. Nice play there.
Well, that was Levi that did the manhandling?
Sure was.
Wow, that was a pretty impressive play.
Swanton's going the wrong way here on offense. I think Swanton's starting to get some subs in here as well. Who's that, 44? Trenton Walker.
All right, 3rd down and 18. Back to throw. They're going to throw underneath and off his fingertips.
Trenton Walker there, got in on his first play, and he's seen that ball coming his way, and he's like, what do? You know, as a freshman, you get out there and you know what you're supposed to be doing, but sometimes you're like, man, what?
Yeah,
is this really happening? Is this ball really coming to me? Made a nice little play there. Almost got his hands on that ball. Well, JT will take one. That's a guy that we've seen get loose here the last couple weeks. They're saying, yeah, fair catch that thing.
Crew and let's see, Foster, yeah.
Uh-oh.
High shanked punt. It's going to hit just across the 50 and take a sideways hop. Tigers stay away from the ball wisely, and they'll take over just short of midfield here with 7 minutes to go as the clock continues to roll on.
Some more numbers here. Number 74, Henry Fitzenreiter. Number 35, Brody Jakeway. Number 6, Isaiah Badenhop. 74. Oh, I already got Henry Fitzenreiter, excuse me. Number 70, the big fella Sawyer Bockelman. 32, Tatum Murdoch.
All right. Badenhop, the quarterback, under center. He'll hand off straight ahead. Running room there, kicks it to the outside, carries two tacklers down inside the 45 to the 42.
34, Drew
That
Silvas.
was Jakeway on the carry.
Yep.
Pick up a 9. 2nd down and 1 yard to go. Ryan Navarre, wide out over here on this side with a double wing set. There's motion. Give to the motion. Man, he's got running room. Kicks out a great block.
That's a good
Carries
run.
2 tacklers, pounding inside the 30. Still driving down to the 25-yard line. A scintillating little run and then a power dig to pick up those extra 5 yards.
You know, I saw 74 just pancake somebody, Henry Fitzenreiter, to kind of laid on top, just give him a little extra. Nice little block there by Henry.
Who was that ball carrier? I didn't catch the...
That was Jakeway, I believe.
That was Jakeway again. Okay, that looked like a Jakeway run. All right, wing right set, wide out over here. Give a little power play off the right side. Bounces off one, straight arm, still going. Bounces off one.
Drew Silvas, get in the end zone.
Going,
oh, man.
5, down to the 3, a 23-yard gain. Holy mackerel, where'd they dig that guy out?
Yeah, that's a nice little run there by Drew. Yeah, that's Running like his dad there, just breaking tackles and almost smelling the end zone there, Drew Silvas. Nice run.
Wow. That was reminiscent of those days of yesteryear when the Silvases ran rampant.
That was quite a backfield.
Stadium.
Brett Silvas and Troy Westhoven. You remember that backfield, Spike?
Oh, boy.
Those guys were okay.
Explosive, power, hard-working, and dynamic. Now motion. Give to that motion man. Hit right there. Ball loose on a fumble. Picked up by Swanton at the 15-yard line, and they'll get the ball back up around the 20. That was a man's hit that he took there, and it cost him the ball.
It was. The freshman squad there had a nice little drive going before that fumble. It's good to see some success there for the freshmen. Trying to get you some more numbers. 86, Isaiah Brandenberry out there. Number 76, John, excuse my pronunciation here, Tormina, I believe.
All right, so Swanton with the ball, clock under 5 minutes here with the running clock.
Termino, okay. 37, Hayden Dotson out there.
And
Isaiah
Dotson's
Badenhop at a
there.
safety.
We had a couple of good Dotsons
Oh, yeah.
back in yesteryear, football players. All right, out of the gun. They're just going to give it off the left side. Maybe no yards on the play. So second down coming up as we wind it down here at from Kip Kern Field, Rex Lindgren Stadium. I'm getting spoiled. This is our 4th home game out of 5. So now the second half of the regular season, we've got 1 home game left.
Yep. Number 54, Braden Crow out there. 13, Max Bucher.
All right, good.
Ooh, nothing
Boy,
doing
look at
there.
that Liberty Center defense botch that up, swarm to the ball. Wow.
We got a wholesale change here. The hockey line, 5 new, 5 in, 5 out.
Yeah.
Carter Booth. Delta's up 24-14. Just got an update from Mark.
Archibald did not
They must
score
not have
when
did
they
either.
were.
Wow.
Wow. All right, 3 minutes left. Swanton with the ball. They drop. They'll throw it underneath. A little swing pass out there.
Oh, yeah. Levi Howe.
They come to the football in hordes and roars and fjords. Woohoo, baby.
Yeah, Levi's running. He's running around tonight. I think that's probably his 3rd tackle.
Was
really
that Howe
active.
again?
It
You
was.
said,
Yeah.
I believe you're right.
Playing
That's
a nice
3 hits.
safety sniper position there.
I believe he's by trade a quarterback, isn't he?
I think him and the Badenhop kid both kind of do the quarterbacking.
Now, what you are in junior high and what you are as a freshman doesn't necessarily motate and
That's
gravitate
right.
into what you do as a junior and senior.
That's right.
All right, so Swanton will go back to punt.
What a
wow,
kick.
There's a beauty.
That is
It
tight.
don't get any better than that. All the way back to the 35-yard line. Makes a cut. That makes it
Uh-oh.
out.
He's going out.
He's at the 30. They're not going to
Look at
nothing.
Isaiah
What a move
Badenhop.
by Badenhop. He slithered it, cut and drove. That's a Barry Sanders type of move back when he ran for the Lions. Wow. That was cut, move, rotate, flow, and then go.
Man, oh man, he was tight-roping the sidelines there, Spike. Cut that baby back and showed the breakaway. I think he's faster than his dad, Greg.
Hey.
There, he showed some wheels on that one.
As soon as we kick the extra point, we're going to look at that again.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Man. Woo, baby.
Isaiah Badenhop, nice return.
That was scintillating, and for the other team, it might have been aggravating. All right, up and line drive kick is good. Perfect night on the PAT attempts for Ian Rosebrock and his kick crew, 70-0. And
let's take a look at that return again.
It was a heck of a kick. I mean, that thing was a tight spiral. He's got 3 guys waiting on him. Made a cut. tightrope in the sidelines, and boom, he's gone. Showing the good breakaway speed. Nice return there. Gotta love it.
The Liberty Center blocking set up beautifully.
Yeah. Freshman getting a touchdown, his first touchdown on Friday night, homecoming night. Man, that's pretty special. Good for you.
We're talking about that one for years.
That's right. That's right. Get a little Cotton Eye Joe going, getting the fans rocking the sidelines, dancing down there a little bit. Bands rocking.
It is homecoming, fellas.
The fans have not really left. They're staying in the stands here, even though this one was out of hand in the first quarter. Liberty did put a 70 spot up. That got them over to 70 points there, which does not happen that often, hardly ever.
Well, and a lot of that's by design, Casey.
Yes, correct.
Casey just doesn't run the score up,
That's
but
right.
what are you going to do?
Yeah. Nice
wow,
kick here.
What a boomer. That down to the 5-yard line, right hash. He'll come up, run right up the hash, and hit right there. Wow, what a hit. Two guys, bang, pow.
27 and 68.
Mason talent
Zabo
there.
And 68.
Zabo. Man, that's a big crack right there.
Mason
we heard that
talent.
one. Felt that one up here. That was a big crack coming on the kickoff. Mason Talent. Big hit.
Boy, this has just been totality.
Well, and we will be next week. We are already confirmed for the Bryan game, so we'll be in the box there, and we'll bring you the Bryan Golden Bear game next Friday.
Okay.
All right, final minute of the game. Backup quarterback, lost it out there, got a man, caught. It'll be a first down for Swanton up across the 34-yard line. Swanton maybe has time to line up for one more play. Yeah, and they're going to get it off. I don't blame them. Final play of the game here, the Bulldogs with a first down. All right, drops back, has time, lost it up there, got a man, battled it around, and not grabbed.
Nice
and
tackle.
it was ricocheted into the hands of a secondary receiver. Pickup of about 17 on the play, but that'll end it here. Homecoming for Liberty Center. The Tigers scored in just about every way possible, every means possible. Half the team scored touchdowns. A glorious night, and the Tigers' determination, excruciation, extermination, and execution comes into full play here. They win it 70-0. Hey, we'll be back with that post-game show. This will be a toughie. All right, see you in a couple.
Tiger Sports Live would like to thank its 2024-25 title sponsors: KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Swanton Welding, P's and Ello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, and the Gerald Grain Centers. We appreciate you guys. They support us, so please support them.
Broadcast is copyrighted by Tiger Sports Live for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of Tiger Sports Live is prohibited.
KK Collision, the leader in automotive repair industry for 77 years.
Wow.
Kyle looks really good for that age. All right, guys, I got enough voice, I think, to do this. We'll have to do it pretty quick because I don't know how much I got. So we did get a lot of comments. Thank you, Mr. Whitman, that it was good not to hear me all night. And Scott Barrett's on another assignment. He's on a work trip, so everybody's asking what the heck. We were bad and got expelled or something. So, we talked a little bit about off air about the Kent Dog Award tonight, and it goes to the tough player, and it's not always about touchdowns. It's not always about who did what. But I'll tell you what, clear favorite tonight was number 7, Cam Colley. I mean, Colley did everything we asked him to do.
Yep.
He returned the opening kickoff back. He had 2 other touchdowns, 3 total. He played defense. He knocked the ball down several times.
Yep.
So, in a game like this, it's kind of hard because we probably got 70 kids in the game tonight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm Cam Colley all the way.
Yeah. I think, Spike, if you look at, Waylon Rentz had 3 touchdowns tonight. Didn't have a lot of yards because he didn't get a lot of carries, and nobody really did. But you just saw a broad range of players for Liberty Center stepping up and playing really well tonight. It was just a very balanced attack. And, yeah, Cam Colley gets the vote for me. When you have an opening kickoff, I don't care who it's from, and you take it back to the house, that is a tone setter.
Yep.
And that guy's been just waiting to get loose here the last couple weeks. Finally did. Then he had another nice touchdown catch and run after the catch for his second touchdown.
Well, and guys, that's 4 out of the 5 weeks that Liberty Center has scored either on the first play that they've touched the ball or the second play.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, Spike, anything you got to add to that?
No, not really. I think when we get into a realm of this game and, like, when you use all 70 on your roster, there's going to be a dozen people that are going to stand out one way or another, but nobody has the chance to really dominate the play because of the big swing. So,
hey, I got an update. We're going to verify this, but Archbold just picks it off and runs to the house.
Whoa.
It's 24-21 Delta with 5 minutes to go. That's a big game in the NWOAL, guys.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep, and that is verified. Cole did that. PH wins big, 39-0. Wasion still leads Evergreen 7-3. So we'll try to get you on the scores here. But let's get back to the Kent Dog Award, and I think it's obvious tonight.
Cammy Colley.
Cammy Colley.
Yep.
Tonight's
Good job, Cam.
Michael Spees Big Dog Kent Dog Award.
All right.
For his performance. So, Spike, I'm out. I'm
right.
out of voice here, bud.
All right, so the team has went through their breakdown chant. They sang the fight song, and the crowd's happy. Everybody gathers out at center court. All right, the Tigers are 5-0. Next week they go to a higher division team in the Bryan Golden Bears. The price of poker, as I mentioned before the start of the broadcast, the price of poker has gone up. Everything now gets a little tighter, a little more focused, and the Liberty Center Tigers are going to try to even put the screws a little bit harder into their preparations. I can't wait. Next week, we're on to Bryan. So for all the gang here, boom, boom. Jigs and Dave and who's that guy? The captain. And Spiker here. A great night here. So with that, everybody, it's good night and good Tiger sports.